So I literally
That's
photoshopped
cool.
Nez
What?
out of the picture. As I said to Christian.
Oh,
the
by the
hardest
way,
part
we're now
was-
live. Just let you.
Hey.
We'll
You're
just
live?
let these two just carry on with
Here
this
we are,
conversation, and we'll
hey.
introduce ourselves. Go on, Mike. You were saying.
Like I said, the hardest part was actually getting the picture right, because like Nez's head sits right in front of the picture, so you have to sort of try and copy bits of the picture in to sort of make it all look lined up and everything.
I'm impressed.
First of all, I want to say that Paul Peck is in the chat
Paul
there.
Peck.
Great Paul Peck.
The great
Yes,
Paul Peck.
we-
Welcome.
45,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
I know.
I would
You
love.
must have been bored or have the flu or something.
He's sick,
Decided to-
sick
to
in bed.
lower his game and join us.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I would, I'd very much like
Oh.
to formally invite Paul Peck onto this live stream if he wants to come and join us.
Yeah, Paul.
If you are on Discord, Paul, you need to get your ass on our Discord group, because you will know everybody on the Discord, and you will.
It's a very exclusive group
It's
of
a
individual
it's a very
craziness.
exclusive group of only creators. No one that lies in bed and complains.
I've just checked the actual live stream footage from the actual Zoom footage, and mine's the right way round. So I'm officially sitting in Nez's seat at Nez Nation.
That is so impressive.
Well, mine's the flat Earth version.
Yeah, yours is the flat Earth version.
Yeah, and the only thing I can say to you is go fuck yourself.
No, come on. Let's be nice.
We're British. It's a thing we do. Right, I need to alter the video, don't I? Mirror effects. Right, okay. I'm now sat in Nez's.
Yeah, you're backwards.
You're fucking backwards. You call him backwards?
Well, I've never argued that fact ever in my life.
That's fair enough. So yeah, Paul Peck, if you are on if you what am I saying here? If you are on Discord, mate, just
He is.
he is on Discord. I'm not.
That's not on our Discord. I've seen him in a Discord.
Oh,
I know. I've seen it.
he's one of them, is he? He's too good for our Discord.
No, I think he's part of a construction Discord.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he one of them? He's part of one of them Discords that make the type of thing that Paul does look very easy. You know what I mean? He's just like whacking some stuff on a wall, and it's like, oh, it's done. And then we'll go and try and fill a fucking nail hole in a wall, and it looks like a snail's coming to shit on the wall.
Pretty much.
I have to tell you, I've had a video out for 2 months, and I never realized that in the title, instead of saying DIY, it says
Dick.
DYI.
Oh, I think it says
Oh,
dick.
wow. Do you
And I was thinking, oh my God, maybe I need to fix this, but it gains views all the time. I mean, like in 2 months for me to have 8,000 views on a video is like epic. You know?
Oh, wow.
So I'm like,
Everyone's typoing DIY.
yeah,
and video. Now,
DYII.
that's how you get views. You eliminate
So
the-
apparently my misspelling worked out for me, but someone was like, you need to fix that. That's unprofessional. And I'm like, but it's gaining me views.
no. Going DIY.
So I guess it'll be
and
unprofessional.
video.
DIY. And
That's how you get views.
It was a
So,
professional cock up.
apparently
There
my
you go.
misspelling worked out for me, but someone was like, yep, whatever.
I have
I'll
noticed.
if someone else says anything, I'll just be like, well, because no one's ever said anything. No one's ever said anything. I'm just gonna say it was intentional for SEO because I was trying to rank.
To be fair, I do it all the time. Like all the time, I'm constantly going back. I'm fixing stuff on the channel because you know we all know that my spelling is not the greatest in the world.
I've had to try sometimes to decipher what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I do suffer with being a lot stupid where spelling's
No, you're
concerned.
not stupid. You're dyslexic. There's a total difference.
Well, it's just that goes from years of teachers telling me I'm stupid. It's just stuck. But you know, I spell things wrong all the time, and I have to go back and constantly fix titles and things. And then, like Christine has just said, I'll go back and I'll fix it, and it's had 1,000 views in like a week or 2 weeks, and I'll go back and fix it. It doesn't get another fucking view.
Yeah.
It's like, I should have just left it. I'm not the thick one here. I'm the clever one here because I'm spelling things wrong and it's getting views.
I see
Yeah.
Patty in the house.
The thing is you got to
Check
think
for your
when people
guys.
type stuff on YouTube, it goes really quick. So you're going to make mistakes, and so are the people searching. Patty, how you doing?
Well, that's what they say in your tags. Put some misspellings in the tags, but I don't know, because like I don't know about these tag things anymore.
I did.
Google's smart. Like, it knows about typos. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to like put every possible tag in there. It knows about permutations, and I think it knows about typos as well. So I don't know. Do
you think we all go a little bit crazy when it comes to tagging? Because I
think we'd go absolutely shit insane about it, because I have made myself sick trying to make it a perfect SEO combination with description, with every tag that went into the description, make sure that it ties in and tailors in. I have been accredited on Matt B's channel for having the most optimized video that didn't do shit. I had spent hours putting this crap together, and the video got barely skimmed over 200 views. So yes, I think we spend too much time on that garbage. Yeah. Yes, I do.
TubeBuddy made it a little bit easier over the last week. If you now go into your tags for if you just put in a couple of words, so your keywords into your title and the first tag, you know when you're selecting the tags in their little drop down box that says these are it now has relative and score next to it, so you can actually see the tags ranking even before you put them into your actual tag.
Like vidIQ does.
Yeah. So it comes up really quickly now. So it's just like, I'll use that one.
So you don't have to like drop the tag in and then save it and then see if it.
No, it does it for you. Basically, it works on relevance to your channel or relevance to the actual video and score now. So
that's good.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier to mess around with.
Paul Peck says he does that on every single video. What I did. Yeah, and I've made myself sick about it, like, and I know my friend Miles Beckler, who has a very successful channel, he does it too and writes blog posts in the description, like, and I used to do that, and I hate writing more than anything. That's why I make videos. But I'm like, maybe there's something to this. I'm trying something a little different in this recent video too. I'm adding timestamps to the actual tip. So if you wanted to know like certain things, so instead of like, so I didn't know anything about it. I saw it in another video and I went, huh. So I just started like saying the first tip about, let's just say declutter. And I put exactly the time that you could start seeing me talk about that particular thing. So they could skip over all the other parts of the because I add that little funny part, to make it entertaining. But if somebody wasn't interested in that crap, they could go right through and.
I'm not interested. Then
I've just sent Paul an invite to the Discord on Twitter. So if you check your Twitter messages, Paul, there'll be an invite in there. Feel free to come and join the
chaos.
Yeah,
he might regret that. He's
to be totally honest, right? And I'm going to be totally honest. That right, our Discords. I'm not in many Discords. I'm only in like probably 6 or 7 Discords. But ours is the most active.
Yeah.
Apart from if you take out the Nick Nimmon's Discord and take out general chat with the 4 people that post in there continuously, ours is there's always people chatting, and it can be about not necessarily YouTube or it can be about anything and everything really. But ours is really active, which I don't know whether it's just because you've all got no life or.
No, I just think it's because we have genuine admiration, and we're genuinely trying. Like, it isn't a bunch of kids that just got on YouTube and just like, oh, how do I get more subs? Right. I mean, this is like real pain points for us, and we're all working together.
Exactly.
And so I think that's where it comes from. We find a lot of the same things humorous too, even some of our more sick humor. And I think that's why our Discord works, because we all come from that's what cracks me up. We're all from such vast sides of the earth. We make all vast different kinds of content, but generally we go through the same issues, whether it be AdSense or making a thumbnail, or what kind of font, or judgments on thumbnails, or judgments on our channel arts, whatever. We all go through the same thing.
I'm gonna be honest. It's really nice to be in a Discord where I'm literally one of the very few gamers, if not the only gamer.
Yeah, I don't think we have any other gamers.
No, there's none.
It's nice because it literally means I'm in no competition with anyone.
It's also nice as well to come onto the Discord and not see constant. How do you do this? How do you do that? Can you help me with this? You can come on our Discord some days, and there is nothing about YouTube.
I have been kicking. The stress that one kid has caused me in Nick Nimmin's group has sort of really pushed me.
You let the kids get to you. This is my tip to you. Don't engage. Engage.
What you do, Mike.
So what happens? I honestly, I've been a really bad participant in Nick's Discord. He has a fantastic Discord, and I just don't go into it often enough. What's going on in there?
Which one?
Well, no,
it's basically Mike getting bullied by a load of kids because he won't make them channel out.
But it was this kid joined a little while ago. He goes, "Oh, what do you think of this thumbnail?" So there was me and Grabster giving him tips. I mean, Grabster's a graphic designer, but for what we know. And Grabster's like, "Yeah, if you do this, 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 and this," he goes, "I don't know how." It's like, so I was literally showing him examples of thumbnails, and then he asked like a million different questions of how to do this, what to do this. I was like, "How old are you?" He goes, 20. I went, "There's no fucking way you're 20 years old." And it was just, I mean, the artwork that was coming through, it looked like it was done by a 10-year-old.
Yeah, but to be fair.
Oh,
yeah, hang on. To be fair, right, Mike, I don't even know how to say this. Like, I'm just going to come out with it. Like, you all know what I'm like. Yep. You do fucking attract retards.
I really do.
I don't know what it is. You have this aura around you, whether it's online or on your videos or on your live streams, and you're that person that the fucking knobhead sits next to on the bus.
I am basically the Lord of Tards, yes.
Yeah, you are that person. It's like, how do I do YouTube? I'll Google it and Mike comes up.
No, okay, but the other thing too is I have seen grown people, older than me, younger than me, make very elementary thumbnails. Even my first thumbnails, I mean, they were god awful, but I knew like I'm going to get better. You know, like I worked on it. I was
like, you just don't get artistic Photoshop skills.
And I don't even use Photoshop. I mean, I use PicMonkey, but I mean, because I watch people use Photoshop and I'm like, I can't do that. No, Christina says no.
Even Photoshop, I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm no Photoshop expert, and I'm not, and I don't claim to be, because I've only been using it 12 months. But I think the Chaos banner looks fine.
Yeah,
and
I
you see
hours of time.
I love that. I love that banner.
What you've learned from us over the last sort of like year, Neil, it's been impressive to watch go from like not knowing what you're doing to where you are now. It's good.
Yeah. Mate, when I first started, my channel was crooked and cruising.
Charlie.
It was awful. My first channel banner there was a blue banner. There was a picture of me behind a mic like that.
Really?
Yeah, his mic covered his face. He was like this,
and it just said "crypto cruising," and it was like, and I was like, "Oh man, that's the bollocks. That's great."
I've got a task at the moment where I'm actually going to go through, for what I can think of, like the first Nick Nimmin stream. Like I got my channel graded. I want to try and find that footage and then compare it to what I've got now, and then just.
My first Nick Nimmin like thing, he goes onto my channel and my channel name is Your Real Estate Whisperer. He says, I have no idea what your channel's about. I'm like, I was like, are you serious? And he just starts shredding me, you know. I'm like, obviously I've just been on here for a short period of time. Secondly of all, I don't know how you could know. I mean, 5 home buying tips, 5 ways to buy a home, 5 ways. I mean, it was all about homes. I have no idea what your content's about. I'm like, who is this jackass?
Andrew Can
or something like that. He was like,
this was before D was on as a guest, and I vowed I'd never go back.
Yeah.
And it was I don't know who I was talking to. They were like, oh, you should come on there, you know, give it one more time, let him grade your channel again. I'm like, I don't know, I don't like those people. And he was like, no, I mean, he's got his brother on there and he makes it kind of fun. So then then D was on there, and I mean, he's like kind of like the soft blow. So even if you have something and Nick kind of gives it to you, he's like, D has a way of like kind of rewording it in a way and to make it more fun and funny.
You can tell he's the older brother. Yeah,
he just makes playing interesting.
Yeah, he makes it less stagnant, I guess.
But Andrew's done the same to me. Andrew can. When for the first time I had the channel grading with Andrew, he was on. I was like, okay, well, let's give this kid a go. Let's see how much he works with TubeBuddy. He knows what he's talking about. And then he goes on the channel. He's like, looking at it, and he's going, why would I want to go to Ripple? What is Ripple? How do I know what Ripple is? And I'm like, well, it's. Let's be honest. I've never come to the computer and searched for lady size 10 shoes because I don't want lady size 10 shoes. My channel is not. It's not. You're not going to stumble across one of my videos unless you're looking for cryptocurrency. And it's like he's like, well, what? How do I know what Ripple is? And I'm like, what's the fucking video?
Yeah.
You're in the chat and you're like, mate, it's just. And it's like he just wound me up, and and I think he was on with Gord Eisman, and I was like, fucking that kid. If I ever see him, I'm gonna pull his neck from his spine, and then I was just so annoyed. I was like, he ripped me, and he gave me something like a C. And I was like, well, Nick Niven gives me a B, so you can go piss off with your C.
Well, that's how I was. I was like, Justy Porter gave me a B. You gave me a D.
Who's giving you a hard time about your channel, Neil?
Pardon me.
Who?
It was Andrew Can, and then
Andrew Can.
Yeah, and then he gave me some.
That guy, I don't trust him.
I love him.
He's great. Do you know what?
Andrew's awesome.
I like. He's grown on me since the first channel review because I literally wanted to pull his arms and legs off. I did. I just, and I think I told him on chassis, the fucking first review you give me was shit, and he was like, "Oh, sorry." I was like, "Don't worry about it." But to be honest, he picked out, even though Nick had done a load of reviews for me, Andrew picked out. It was a couple of really weird. He picked on things Nick didn't pick on. And it was like, that's good. That's and I went straight ahead of the chain because when they tell you things, I mean, we all know there is that one idiot that Nick said changed colours in his thumbnails, and overnight he sat there and done 100 thumbnails. I mean, don't know who that was. I was trying to keep that quiet then, but yeah, that was me. And then went back the next day and went, I changed the thumbnails, and he went, oh, they look better the other way.
And who told you not to do it?
Mother Teresa.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah, Mother Teresa. But no, it's
Teresa.
I like watching them now just to see what we all. I mean, we've all kind of grown. We've all taken the advice and we've all done what we're meant to have done. But I like it when you get that one little thing and you go, oh, I haven't done that. Well, I mean, like Andrew said the last time I got a review of Andrew, he said make your playlists. I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know that you could actually make your playlists. You could give them you could make a new playlist, make it your own type, like Crypto Cruising's top 100 coins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just thought I didn't know you could actually do that, so I was like, and I still haven't done it. which is very unlike me because I'm normally that type of guy that just changes things there and then as they're talking
really
about
needs to
it.
Focus on the playlists more.
But here, this is the funny thing. So I made a playlist of it was a playlist of buying and selling tips for a trivia night. So it just says buying and selling home tips for the Roo Crew trivia night. And that's now my top performing playlist. It's still it's constantly getting views. So I was going to take it down and I went, nope, I guess I'll just leave that playlist sitting there for trivia night. Who knew? See,
Beatty just said then YouTube need to push playlists out more, but I thought playlists are just mainly for, I mean, you don't search for playlists, you search for videos, or I just think playlists are just within your channel just to categorize things.
I search for playlists on people's channels. I do search for playlists on people's channels. Like there's things that I like to listen continuously to. For instance, like just space noises when I need to go to sleep at night. So I want something that's going to be playing.
See, with me, it's dead simple. It's just YouPorn, and I'm done.
I've managed to rank a playlist before, so it does work occasionally.
I didn't know you could rank playlists. See?
Yeah.
Yes, they can rank. Absolutely. You can title them just like you would title a video, and they will rank.
And your descriptions, if you put in a couple of words like, oh, this is like so and so playlist about this game, blah blah blah, it will rank. So it does matter on the keywords you're using in your titles as well to sum it all up, basically.
Yes.
Initially when I first was playing around with the playlist, I'm just like, I just had like, my little art playlist. I had my music playlist. I had my unmentionables playlist. No, I didn't have an unmentionables playlist, but like Nick and all that, I didn't even know you could actually put the actual description in the title, and now I'm like my front page is playlist.
Never sent Charlie the invite. I thought I did. Do apologise, Charlie.
Is Patty coming on?
I've sent Patty the.
I don't know if she's got a set of headphones. She was talking about headphones. I'm looking for a set of headphones that still work. I need to find some old ones. Ugh.
Oh, Patty, come on, sort it out. We were sitting there watching you play on a VR headset.
I literally use the headphones that come with my phone.
Come on, Patty. Yeah, seriously, right here.
Oh, talking about that, right? There's the knobhead here.
You talking about yourself again?
Was wondering why I couldn't plug that in the AU in the jack in the port.
I'll be right back.
Do you know you're looking at something and you're like, why is that the wrong connection on these headphones? Completely forgetting that they're my iPhone headphones.
Oh.
Completely, because I didn't want to wear these stupid Mickey Mouse things because they make me ears itch.
Hi, Mike. Can you review my channel?
No, because today we're on the Professor Ned show. So, no, we don't do that sort of thing over here, Charlie. Oh, sorry, Midnight Madness.
I must have missed something.
Oh, we're in Nez Nation.
Have you not noticed our backgrounds?
Ah!
You're sitting in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, send it over.
It's on the Creative Chaos pictures.
Okay.
I'll message it to you now, Beanie.
It's all good, man. Yeah, I got bored. I wasn't so much bored. I was watching Nez's stream, going, I could do like a parody video, and that's why I was asking in Chaos Stream, and that's why I took it. And it was like, you know what? Yeah, this sort of works. And then when I did it, Neil went, "Oh my god, I'm using it as well."
That's brilliant.
Oh man, I can't wait to see his reaction to that.
Well, I tweeted him out as well. He just hasn't got back to us.
I've sent him I've sent him an invite before. Whether he pops in tonight or not, I don't know.
We'll probably all be banned by the end of the stream from his channel.
Yeah, there'll only be Christian left on it.
He'll be holding down the fort on his own.
Oh, Christian, who's now over 10,000 subscribers. Yeah. We didn't mention that. Congratulations, sir. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
Bravo.
Appreciate it.
I must say as well, your live stream you done on Sunday, mate, that was like sitting through 9 years of school in one couple of hours.
Thanks.
I think I learned more from that live stream. Not that I can remember any of it than I did in school.
That's okay. I don't remember it either. It
actually astounds me on just how annoyingly fucking clever you are.
Oh.
It's just even when you going about the time and saying like, oh, times are wrong in different zones because of this and because of that, and I was like, okay, well that makes perfect sense, and it does. Now it makes perfect sense because you got to think, okay, well the Earth curves and this and that and the other, and so
allegedly
an hour allegedly, yeah. So like 2 or 3 hours down the road, it's got the sun will be a different distance. It just completely made sense, and yeah, wow.
Cool.
The teachers in school, like the time's this on a. It was
Well, those are the slides that I was showing. Those are the slides that I use in my classroom. That I put together that maps it all out. So
and I actually do remember Beanie being all impressed with the sun, the thing of the sun as well. That was quite good.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Charlie's got doggos. Charlie, what's wrong with that dog's ears?
I put way more work into my slides than I really should, but I I put a lot of hours into those keynote presentations. I try to make them as intuitive, as useful as I can make them without being like overwhelmingly technical. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I really thank you. You know, I really appreciate it.
It was super impressive. I must say, it did. It was just like, I was astonished on just the level of knowledge that's in your strange head.
Making a strange head.
Yeah. It's weird. You know, you learn a few things here and there, you know, and it starts to just sort of grow.
It is. It was. I was thoroughly impressed, because obviously it was. I mean, I think it was your second live stream from home, wasn't it? Because I know you've done one from home before.
I think like my second or third, yeah. But that was the first time I ever used Ecamm live.
Oh, it ran perfect as well. It was like super good.
Just worked so well. I
It
can't
really looked good.
believe how well that worked.
Mhm.
Oh, what was I thinking not doing this earlier?
There was parts of the stream when I'm sitting there and I was listening and watching it. I was like, you need to not stream now. You need to shut up and like call it a day, because what else are you gonna do? Because it was like opening an encyclopedia, and I was like, how much of this knowledge has he got in his head? And when's the next live stream gonna be? Because if that was me, I'd be done for a month. Literally, if that was me, I'd be like, right, okay, I'll see you next month. I need to go and learn a lot more stuff before I come back live.
Yeah, I just need to pull out the encyclopedia and start memorizing.
I have to say that your Pusa interview was very good too. You changed the whole direction of that channel, as far as I'm concerned. The way that the stream went, watching the chat itself, how like the whole attitude shifted in that chat. And they were very genuinely interested in what you had to say. It was very awesome. It was like
I think I saw that.
It was very good. Very good.
It did go along. It went down the lines of like, oh, is there aliens out there? Have you seen a spaceship? And then it was like, well, okay, no. I loved the bit like, well, I've seen things in the sky that I can't explain, so that's a UFO.
Right.
Technically, yeah, it is. But then it was like, okay, well, this guy's not biting he's not biting the biscuit here. He's
I think I said something like, oh yeah, I saw something. I had no idea what it was, and I saw it, and then I went inside and had some tea.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, actually, your I think pretty much your exact words were, I saw an object up in the sky. It was unidentified, and I went and got some.
Something like that, yeah.
But they joined another stream that my friend Tokyo Drew was doing a live stream, and the actual people that run the Pusa channel popped in there, and I told them on that on that stream that was the best stream they've ever had. It was really informative. I really enjoyed it. I let them know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Patty
really
likes
I had
Pusa.
fun. I mean, they were asking questions and stuff like that. You know, it was pretty.
They're
cool.
genuinely really nice people.
No, they are. They're really awesome.
Where are they from?
Man. They're from Quebec. Montreal. Yeah,
Canada.
Montreal, in fact. So Quebec, Canada. They were really nice folks. They reached out to me on Twitter, and they seemed really cool. And I saw that their channel was about interviewing. It's a lot like, this. Like, okay, how do you make your channel better? I think, and then they bring creators on. I was telling, I think it was in the chat earlier, I was telling Christina, I think of them as kind of like needs more subs, which really goes out of his way to showcase all these other channels and say, hey, here's a channel, you should take a look at this channel, and here's how great they are. And I think what Pusa does, they do the same thing, it seems, but they go and they bring people on, and they interview them. And they stream like 6 times a week. Yeah,
they always. I mean, they're streaming now. They're live now.
Those guys, those guys.
They said something in their live stream tonight that I was like, I can't watch it right now, because they were saying,
"Wow, that's the weirdest thing I've just seen in my entire life." You just mentioned needs more subs. I was about to say, I noticed because I missed the live stream today because I noticed that Patty was on it. You were on it.
Yeah.
And I was on it at the end, and then literally, as you were finishing the sentence, needs more subs pops up. Who has summoned me? What? Captain Needy in the building. Where the hell have you been, sir?
Yeah, well,
I haven't been featured on Needs More Subs. I feel left out. Nah, I'm good. I like his channel. It's pretty cool.
Needs More Subs is fantastic.
It was a bit like
I liked his channel.
First started.
Who summoned me? He said.
I like his channel before Neil did.
I did.
Oh, I'll
We said it 3 times.
I will be the first person to say when I first, when everyone was going on there and I first come across it, I was like, I don't get it, and I didn't get it. I was like, what is going on here? I didn't understand it, and it was like, okay, well I'm staying away from that because that's just strange. And
I think it was you and me talking in Discord, and you were like, dude, have you checked out the show? I went, no, and you went, it's shit.
I just didn't get it. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
And you were asking me, but I'm just watching my game.
Really good.
It's strange, but I kind of like it.
It's kind of like it's kind of like when you're on obscure sites and you come across a video that you're unsure about, but it's arousing you.
Yeah.
But you want to turn off, but you can't. And then but now it's turning into like, oh shit, needs more subs. It's live. Got to get on.
Yeah. I know. He'll tell me he's like, needs more subs is on. Go get on there. I'm like, okay, I can chat. I'll have it on, but I can't chat.
It's just, it is. No, I do love it now. It's brilliant. It's
I think
hat goes off to you, Needy.
Yeah, Needy, you're great, man.
You know who else really likes him? Who gave him was Dr. Sten. He did his recommendation for a virtual ticket for Needs More Subs.
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
it's strange, but I kind of like it. He said, "Dude, you know what? I'm a firm believer of it. It's very strange, but I really like it now. It's just odd."
But I find Pusa to be a little odd because I'm like, what is going on? I am so confused. What is this wheel thing? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So much going on.
One question that I need to ask, the wheel thing, right? I know you do the wheel because sometimes they go on for a while, and you know what I'm like, I've got the attention span of a fly.
Yeah.
And I'm in and out of things, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and then you see the wheel thing, and then I've noticed in the chat sometimes that they all put like initials, and I'm like, what are the initials?
What's going on?
I haven't seen one of their, but it's the wheel of shout outs, right? So I think what they're trying to do is I think they're using like a random number generator or something like that, and they're picking a name out of the chat, and then they're going to bring that channel up and shout them out. I don't know. I just know that they do something called Wheel of Shoutouts.
Talking about Pusa Studios, right?
Right. Yeah. And but I haven't seen it. I just happen to know they do it. Patty knows. Patty's seen it, but and Patty would come on as invited. She could tell us, but she won't come on.
I know.
She hasn't got a mic,
invited.
apparently.
Oh my god! I've just realised that I'm not following Needs More Subs on Twitter.
I follow him on Twitter.
I do apologise because I'm just
Paul Peck's got to go. He's got to go.
Cheers,
he says hashtag Niminati.
So when does Need More Subs actually go live? Because obviously being
he was live today.
He was live today. I think it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, from what memory might serve me right or wrong.
Yeah, I think he goes
Need
live.
More Subs. Can you put your times in the chat?
Yeah, Needy. What's your stream schedule?
That'd be nice to know, actually.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursdays at noon Eastern. Tuesday, Thursday.
Also, as well, I've just sent Needy an invite to the Discord as well. So if you go into your Twitter messages, there's a link in there to our Discord, which you can feel.
The other thing I like about Needy is that the fact that unless you've actually met him face to face, no one knows what he looks like.
No. Well, I do because I've seen his Facebook profile.
I saw a photo with somebody going, this person, this person, this person. I was like, which one's Needy then? Because it's one of these guys. And
Christian, get off your damn phone.
Get off the damn phone.
Get fucking phone, Beanie.
Oh, there he goes.
Yep.
I knew that was coming as soon as he switched over then. And Beanie picked up like a lurcher in the field. He's like,
Beanie's like, I'm gonna get the son of a bitch.
Speaking of how my brain works, though. Sorry, when I saw it's weird seeing your name Michael. I'm just gonna call you Hybrid. When I saw Hybrid screen and he was talking about Nez, for a second I'm like going, is Nez letting Hybrid use his studio for the stream?
He's just nipped over.
No, I was during it was on Sunday stream. I was just like, because I was sitting there talking to Neil. I said, could you do an impression of me, just piss poorly, and just put it on Creative Chaos? Because I was going to do an impression of Nez.
I completely forgot about that. Sorry.
I was just going to try and see if we could get like an impressions thing going where someone takes the piss out of somebody else. So like Beanie, you do a video of like Charlie for shits and giggles, that sort of thing. And the reason why I took Nez's screen is because I was going to do a roasting of Nez. And when I posted it up onto the Discord, Neil went, "Yeah, I'm having that. I'm using that. I'm putting it in the stream." So that's where it all came from. But as I said to Christina and Christian, the hardest part was doing the painting because Nez's head sits right in the middle.
Right.
So you had to try and sort of like weird it out, basically.
To be fair, you've done a good Beanie job on that painting, mate. Let's have a look at it.
It's not too shabby, is it? I know you can still see a couple of lines if you actually look at it. But...
Well, if anybody's looking that close, then they just need to go away.
That's some damn nice clone stamping right there.
It is. Patsy's just put in the chat. How the heck do I come on? LOL. And will it be bad without a mic? Well, if you've got your no, but if you're on a laptop, I mean, Christian was on his laptop before with no mic. Your laptop's got a built-in mic.
Yeah, I was about to say that it might have a built-in mic.
Or if you use a phone, you can use the microphone on the phone.
Yeah,
that's what I'm on right now. I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
God, you sounded scouse then.
I know, I did that, didn't I? I said, use me phone.
Use me phone.
I use my phone.
I'm a Zoom virgin. Did you have Zoom on your phone or on your laptop or on any device, Patty?
Patty,
keep
Zoom right now. Jeez.
You've been told.
Poor girl.
Being warned. Yes, on the laptop. Okay, right. So there's a
Don't
link.
make me angry, Patty. You wouldn't like me if I'm angry.
He turns green.
Who would have thought 10,000 subscribers would make someone have a power trip?
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen.
If you've got Zoom on your laptop, Patty, then there's a link in. I've just sent you a private message in Discord. Just click on the HTTP Zoom ID. Just click on that, and it should automatically open it for you, and then you will just magically appear on our screens, and then you can virtually punch Christian in the throat if you like.
Yeah, I prefer Christian before he was famous.
I wouldn't be able to reach Christian's neck. He's too tall. I think Patty's as little as me.
Oh, Christian, how tall are you, Christian?
6'1", I think.
I've just gone through some of the old Nimin stuff because I found my one at 135 subscribers. I found El Jefe on the 7th of April of 2018 at 862 subs.
800?
He had 800 subs just over a year ago. Yeah.
So, speaking of subs, I'm actually...
He's on just over 10,000 now.
Oh, is he really? Because I remember.
He hit 10K about the same time as Christian.
Yeah.
Way to go, El Jefe. That's some good stuff right there.
Great channel, man.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, Christian, what was Christian? What were you on when we started talking? You were under 1,000, weren't you?
I think you was,
yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we started talking back in October, right? So I had not yet hit 1,000. I hit 1,000. I think it was like late October, early November.
So 5 months ago.
I think it might have been.
I had more than him at Vid Summit, and when he hit his I think it was 1,300. I was like,
damn,
I have more than he does.
Hang on. Incoming Patty Broussard.
Oh, no way!
No way!
On here, thank God.
No way!
Patty Broussard.
Yay! I'm so happy to see you.
I don't see Patty. Patty, where are you?
I see her.
I see
Just
it.
because you're on your phone, Christian.
Okay, I'm on my phone. I have to swipe. Wait a minute.
Patty.
This is where he disconnects.
There she is. I see Patty. Hey. Hang on. I gotta put my glasses on so I can properly see Patty.
Looking at things.
Gotta say in high definition.
Look at her.
And her dog.
And her dog and her do-rag. Fantastic. Hello, Patty. How are you?
The
The only
dog
problem is
doesn't-
I think you need to unmute your mic.
Yeah, I think you might be muted. We can't hear you. Love.
you guys know the drill. I'm gonna probably go out of com.
Yeah, as soon as you get in the car.
I love it.
Right.
I love the fact. I love the fact that I'm not going to lose signal. I'm going to go out of com.
That's because he's more official than us.
It's so NASA.
Yeah.
It's a military habit. So
I like it. So is Patty's mic working?
Is it working now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I had
There it
to
is.
take the YouTube channel off.
Oh, there you
I
go.
had that in the background.
This is the first time I've actually heard Patty, because normally it's just music.
Oh, I have some videos I
She
talked on.
speaks on her videos.
I only listen to the music.
We could actually get some live music performed. Not that I want to put any pressure or put you on the spot.
Oh,
Pat, well, she's not performing tonight. We haven't paid her enough.
show me the money.
I'll show you the front door if you want.
Have you seen what Matt's just written in the chat?
Yeah, holy hell, Patty.
He's been muted. He mutes us whilst he watches stuff.
He's charming, isn't he? Right, I've got a question for Patty. There's something I've been dying to ask. It's probably a multi-layered question, to be honest.
Oh.
One, what did you play before the plank of wood with nails in? That I can never remember. I can never remember the name of it.
Array.
Yeah, okay.
Umbira.
We'll just call it the array because that's easy for my stupid brain. Right, what did you used to play before you played the array? How did you find out about the array? Because I've lived on this earth for nearly 44 years now, and I have never come across this instrument in my life. And I have been to many a festival, and I've hung around with some of the weirdest cats that will cross this earth.
Yeah, but if you look at the size of the instrument, they're not going to just put it in the boot of their car.
No, mate, it's that big. Patty's just tiny. It's as big as a keyboard. It's just Patty's so small. She makes it look huge.
She's only 3'4".
Yeah.
She's really little.
Actually, I'm 5 feet tall.
Really? Like a solid 5 feet?
I got an inch on you.
I know you do.
Patty's 2 inches over being a registered dwarf in the UK.
I think I used to be 5 3/4, but
They were big shoes.
Was that when you got out of bed? Because you stretch out when you get out of bed.
See, how do you get out of bed? Do you have a slide, a lift?
Oh, stop it!
So yeah,
It's funny that you say that though.
Here, let me see.
Do you remember when those beds were really high? Like that was a style. I wanted one of those beds, and I had a stepper to climb into my bed for a little while. But then now I have a low framing.
30
bed.
days reviews in chat.
So
Welcome, Justin.
Yeah, so where did you come across it? And you obviously would I've got a feeling that you played piano before.
Oh yes, I have played everything I could get my hands on.
Careful, it's not that type of channel.
It's chaos, not porn.
Oh God!
Okay, let me
Behave
rephrase
yourself,
that.
Neil.
I started playing the piano at the age of 3.
Wow.
Oh.
And my mom was a music teacher for, they didn't have kindergarten back then. She was a music teacher for 1st grade through high school. And before I was in school, I used to go with her to the school, and I was a bit of a ham. And I would play for all the kids up through high school. Yeah. So, then just as I was growing up, anytime it was Christmas or birthday, I had to get a new instrument. So I went through all kinds of different things. And then when I got into like junior high, I began the flute, and that was my big thing forever until I came across the array.
So in high school?
The flute got put on the back burner.
So when you started with the array, was it in high school or?
No. I've only had that since 2006.
you ever play your flute? Like, could you ever like make an arrangement with your flute and your array?
I should.
I think it would be beautiful. That's the only reason
Yeah, I have a bass flute too. You guys know what a bass flute is?
No, none of us know what a bass flute is.
What is going on with Neil and Mike?
Yeah, they've said or noticed something.
No, I'm good.
What the hell?
What is wrong with Mike?
Don't know.
Nothing.
Yes, you do. You totally
I haven't got a clue.
Mike, if you're gonna sit there as red as a tomato, laughing your ass off, you're gonna share with the rest of the class.
I just noticed he started going all funny when you started talking about playing with flutes.
Yeah, so did you.
And only because in the UK, when you're growing up, your male genitals it's referred to as your flute.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake!
But then, but then
years old.
I know, but then you started talking about bigger flutes.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
And they are just
see
like,
it doesn't
water out of their nose.
it's the whole it's the whole Christian thing when he mentioned the black hole. It's all that over again. So that's why I turned my mic off, because I was listening. It was just carry on. You just interrupted Patsy Christina. Naughty.
I lost my train of thought.
No, you never.
Talking about your big flute.
Would you like to see it?
I'd love to see your big flute. Will you please share with the rest of the class your big flute you have?
You know, most flutes are horizontal, right?
Right.
My big flute is vertical.
Let's see your vertical flute.
Yes. How long is it?
Crap. Mike looks like he's going to pass out.
I've never seen him this red.
Hey, Savage Scientist. Welcome, Matt B. Create you.
The worst part is I'm not actually that red. It's the light that drives
Oh my god!
If I turn my lights off, everything goes dark. I don't get.
Yeah, Mike, just shut up.
Oh, no.
I could say something, but
I want to see that. I want to see the big flute, because I know.
You really like to see the big flute?
Our Daisy's got one that she cannot fucking play for the. She, honest to God, she may as well be blowing into a bucket, a noisy bucket, because she helps it. She tries what you can't blow.
I can't. There's a certain way you have to have your lips in order for it to.
Your embouchure.
Yeah, whatever. That thing. I can't. My lips. See, these things are like, they're non-existent, and I can't get them to. Whatever that's supposed. I can't do it.
You know, it takes more wind, more air out of your lungs to play a flute or a piccolo than it does to play a tuba.
Really?
It makes sense, because when you're blowing a tuba, you're filling up your lungs and you're blowing it out. But with a flute, you have to control yourself. You have to control how much wind goes through the little.
Something that hybrid's not
when
very
you're
good at
playing
right
the flute,
now.
you got to control your wind.
Because you're only blowing it into the end, aren't you? Where the smaller hole is. So.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh God.
Mike's gone.
Mike is going to piss himself. He's literally going to urinate on himself on camera. He is so mad. Will you show us your biggest flute, please?
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I want you to play it. I want to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can bring myself to play it. My cheeks hurt.
Oh, she's been playing a few too much.
I want to see it.
All right, I'll be back.
I've noticed this is the first time that Christian stayed online with us while he's driving.
And look how concentrated his
I know.
look is, man. He's like, he's waiting for Patty's flute.
Watch the fucking road, soft lad.
Bobo will keep you.
I love that the dog just sits there.
See, when watching Christian, it looks like we're about to witness a crime scene.
I'm not being funny, and I hope this doesn't happen. But if he crashes now, I'm gonna laugh. If the airbag goes off and I suddenly see it go dumph.
Hey, I got plenty of videos of airbags going off.
Have you seen the videos where people put the airbags under the seats and then people sit on them?
Intention not to crash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, please don't crash.
I saw the motorcycle airbags. I saw that actually on YouTube. There was a like neat inventions that are gonna be coming out, and it literally like encapsulates the person on the motorcycle when they fall. Most likely, it's a bad crash, they'll break their arm, but at least they're alive, basically.
No, I'm talking about do you know when you see people, they take the airbags out of vehicles and they put them like under a seat or under a tire with a plank of wood on top, and then some unsuspecting victim will sit like on the seat or on the tire, and then they activate the airbag and it sends them like 10 foot up in the air.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah, it's one of them. It looks really funny, but then you watch it and you laugh, and then you sit there and think, well, I wonder what that will have done to their spine. You defeat the force of that going off. Yeah, it's
the worst.
Hey, it's them, not me doing it.
The worst injury I heard from one was
I don't find people getting hurt being funny. I like when people laugh at that kind of stuff, like skateboarders getting in terrible accidents and they're like, oh, I'm like it just makes
it depends.
I love
it.
Have
you seen Fail Army?
Yeah, mate, that's so funny.
Fail Army. Half of it's like some of it's great, some of it's like going, oh, this is just so staged, but some of it's like amazing. I'm like, if you can't laugh at people getting hurt, sometimes you have no soul.
Oh, then I have no soul because I don't like watching people get hurt. I just do not.
I unfortunately laughed my ass off in the shop the other day when Logan just kept walking into shelves as he was looking for stuff.
Oh, well, the kids are getting hurt. That's pretty funny. I have my kid fell. I'm not even lying. She fell in a barrel. So she her butt went in the top. And so she was in there like a pancake and they couldn't get her out. And she's screaming, crying. I have video of this. And there the coaches are pushing her out on one side. And the other coach is straddled the barrel like a pregnancy thing, and he's opening it up and trying to pull the gymnast out. They're like, okay, push on that end, push, and they're trying to pull her out, and she's crying and screaming. That was hysterical.
Don't forget, you also have to laugh at the jokes that involve flutes going into black holes.
Yes. Speaking of that, Patty, I see you have your flute. Let's see it.
I have my big flute. Yes, I do.
I want to open up your box and let's see it.
Look, normally a flute case is like that.
Justin wants in, by the way.
This case is like this.
Uh-huh.
All right, ready? Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, that's a nice looking flute.
It's so polished.
I was about to say, it's a very shiny flute.
So, you know how most flutes, when you see someone playing a flute, they're holding it horizontal, right?
Right.
Calm down, Mike.
I just heard the snigger from you.
With a bass flute, stop it. With a bass flute, you also hold it horizontal, but it's very heavy. This particular bass flute is made especially to be held vertical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they don't actually... I love weird instruments. Go figure.
Obviously, is it heavy enough that you've got to hold it with two hands?
Do what? Say that again.
Is it obviously it's heavy? You've got to hold it with two hands.
Actually, I have a. You know how a cello?
Is it like a saxophone with you have like the strap around them?
I have a stick to put on it. So. I hate to say it, but it needs some Vaseline.
She said that out loud.
So before you blow the flute, you need to Vaseline it.
Well,
what the hell's that? Wow. I thought it was just going to be straight.
Instrument.
It's a huge flute.
Holy
that's not a flute, that's a saxophone.
No. This is a flute, but look, see if I can do this. Okay, so normally flute is held this way, right?
Right.
But look how big a bass flute is, right?
Right.
Where you would be holding it like this.
Yeah, impossible.
This one is made to be played more comfortably.
Oh,
so
okay, gotcha.
Vertical. And it has, what's it called?
So where does the spit go? And I'm not even being funny because all these things.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Because see, like all those like instruments, they always have those things in there. They dump out the spit in it,
Yeah,
Spittoon.
the spitball.
Yeah, there's like always some like I used to watch kids in band, and they'd sit there and and I'm like,
Pretty nasty.
I have never seen anything like this in my entire life.
They don't make these anymore either.
They don't make them like they used to.
oh, so you have like an extension, extension on your flute.
So I've got this that sits on the ground.
No trap. There's no spit trap on it.
No, and I don't even have that on right. But anyway.
So you can't play it.
I can play it.
Yeah,
but
I want to hear it.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I can get my embouchure right with all this giggling going on.
Just whatever. I mean, like really, just bust out a scale and we'll be fine.
Let me see.
I want to hear "Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee."
Oh Jesus!
You know what? I did that on my acoustic array and never finished it. That video, it's like from years ago, way long ago. That video has the most thumbs down that
Aww.
because they were
What?
mad and never came back to finish it.
Aw.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe someday I'll do it. I don't know if I can play this without the thing on it. Hang on. There we
You
go.
gotta have your thing on there.
It's
There you
as
go.
tall as she is.
Mhm.
God.
That's huge.
It is.
You can't even see her head. All you see is her neck and her little one.
It has a really, really nice tone. I haven't played it.
Charming.
I don't really know what to play, but
That was good. That would make me go to sleep too. You should have that thing, then your regular flute and your array, and lay all those musics over top of each other, and you totally would kill. I would like love that.
Have you seen
Restful music.
yeah.
Have you watched the really old Fantasia cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I have so many weird instruments, but this is about instruments tonight.
So
I do too, but I can't put them on YouTube. Go ahead.
What was the thing of saying then? So they don't make it anymore.
They don't make this one anymore.
So
I
what-
could probably turn around and sell that one, but I'm never going to sell it.
What's taken over from that? That because obviously if it was, I mean, it would still be used today in orchestras and things like that. What instrument will have taken over from that now?
What do you mean?
Well, obviously they don't make them, but it has got a unique sound and it does it serves a purpose within an orchestra. But have they come across? Is it like is there another instrument that they've gone, well, okay, that's close enough to the sound of the bass flute? What?
They make bass flutes still, but
Yeah,
they're
but
all,
not that size.
they don't make them vertical anymore.
Ah, right, okay.
But
Yeah.
basically now a bass flute
Only
it
like
looks
this.
like a normal float, just
Not like
with
this.
like a curved top.
Low tone. You have a piccolo, teeny tiny piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
You have a concert flute, which is what you guys probably see in your head when you think of a flute. You have an alto flute. You have a bass flute.
Mm-hmm.
Contrabass flute, which is, oh my gosh, go on YouTube and pull up contrabass flute. And then I think they've even have one that's even lower than that, which is, I mean, huge, big, low rumbling sound.
Is there any instrument that you would like to pick up now? I mean, is there anything that you're like, that's a cool, unusual instrument. I'd love to learn how to play that.
Oh, I would do anything. I used to have a New Year's resolution where I would pick up an instrument every year. And then it got to be every 2 years because it got expensive.
Yeah.
No more instruments this year.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've just found a contrabass flute that's £10,500.
Oh, cheap bargain.
That's like $13,000.
Eesh.
Buy two. Just in case one
Steal.
breaks.
Yeah, I'll put it on my benefits list. That'll be fine.
You know, Patty, I wish you could get my daughter to like playing music again. She played the violin until from the time she was 3 until the beginning of this year. And she also used to play the guitar, and she also played the what's that little ukulele? She played that for a while, and then she just kind of went nothing to music. I'm hoping that she'll come back to it because she does have a musical talent, which none of us have. And I always was like, all of her teachers have always been really impressed because she really could do it. You know, like they would give her an instruction and she would do anything they said. And
Our Daisy plays the I don't remember what it's called. Like a mini. What's the mini like guitar?
The ukulele.
No.
Ukulele.
Is it a ukulele?
Yeah, the little it's like a little twangy, like
yeah,
those like
she
Hawaii.
Yeah, because she's just got an electric one for Christmas. She loves a ukulele. She's always on Instagram putting videos up of her playing. It's quite nice actually, because she tried the guitar, but I think her hands are just a little bit too small for a guitar.
You can get a junior guitar.
I just think she prefers the ukulele because it's half the size. It's easier to learn, isn't it?
Well, Aubrey liked the ukulele better because of the like you said, the size, and it was so much similar to her violin in size for her to handle and the weight. So she liked that, but she kind of gave up on music, which really depressed me because she had such a good talent for it. I'm just hoping that she'll come back to it. Did you ever have a time that you just didn't?
She's got that in her system now, and she knows how to read music and understand it. So, maybe she'll get back into something.
I hope so. Because do any of your children play instruments?
Both of I've got older kids. My son is he played the saxophone. We loved it because saxophone is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And then my daughter, the one that lives here, she played the flute. And Tessa, our youngest, plays the ukulele. That's what she likes.
Yeah, that's like a thing. Kids like the ukulele now.
One of the barmaids and one of the bars I work in, she plays the saxophone, and we actually never found out until New Year's Eve. She brought it in with her. She teaches piano and she teaches saxophone, and nobody knew. Like no one knew at all that she actually taught these things. She came in with a case on New Year's Eve, and the manager was like, "What's in the case?" And she was like, "Oh, saxophone." So it was like, a saxophone? What are you doing with a saxophone? It's like, I teach, because she's probably Christina's size, she's only small. We're like, what are you doing with a saxophone? She's like, I teach saxophone. And we were all like, you play the saxophone? She was like, yeah. So then the manager was like, well, okay, after 12 o'clock, Neil will start playing like some whatever type of music you want, and can you play along with the music like they do in Ibiza? And she was like, yeah, sure. Have you got a mic? So I ended up rigging a mic up so it was dangling down for her, and she got on like next to the DJ box, and I was like, do you know you kind of like, she could be really shit here.
Oh shit!
It was because there's nothing on her Facebook, there's nothing on any of her social media, and she just turns up with a saxophone. And she gets on the stage and she's got it all up, and she's like, is it working? She taps the mic. Yeah, okay, fine. Ready when you are. What are you playing? And she was like, play me something. She was like some like sort of upbeat, up-tempo house, like with like plenty of, I said, have you got it with like bongos and stuff in that? And I was like, yeah, okay, no problem. So still apprehensive of what to do, and sticks a song on, and next thing she starts playing the saxophone, and it was like, what the it was like,
did you get the chills? I love when you have that moment when you're like, oh, they're gonna totally suck, and then they start blowing it away and you're like, oh my god, that awesome like feeling. You know what I'm talking about? You know when you hear somebody and you're just not expecting it and they just nail it.
It was just unbelievable.
The Susan Boyle moment, that was.
That's exactly what I was just about to pull that out.
But she didn't even have any. There was no nerves. There was nothing. She just got on, walked from the bar with the saxophone, and people were like, "The fuck's she doing? What's she doing with a saxophone? Who brings a saxophone on a night out with them?" That was the type of look she got. She gets on a little bit of a stage and then just starts. And she was on there for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Wow!
Just like knocking, like in between songs, just joining in with the songs, and I was just like, damn, girl, you're good. It was like, what are you doing working behind a bar? It was just crazy. It was a surreal, because I've worked with saxophonists before and I've worked with bongo players, but never just someone turn up to work with an instrument and you just like that. It was crazy, but it was good though.
I worked with a girl that was a receptionist, and she had this little tiny voice, and every time she talked, she got on my nerves. And she's like, "I like to sing," and I'm like, "Great." She's like, "I sing with my band. Will you come see me play?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like her voice actually got on my nerves. And then she gets up there and she had one like belted out like the Cranberries. I was like, "Holy crap!" I think she sang it. No, I mean no. Like she was like, didn't they sing that song "Linger"?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. She was singing that song, and I was like, "Oh, she's really good." And I had to kind of suck it up. I'm like, "All right, her voice isn't as annoying as I thought it was." She can totally belt out a tune.
Not anymore.
No, it's strange, but people do it. People do surprise you sometimes. Like our days, like when I first seen our days on Instagram with a video, I was, as a dad, you want to be like, "Oh, she's gonna do great," but I was like, "Oh, I hope she doesn't suck," because if she's really bad, I'll have to comment and tell her. Like, don't make a video like this again. And it brought me to tears listening to her singing, and I was just like, because she's not. Our Daisy's an introvert. She'll do it in the bedroom if no one's listening. But as soon as you open the door, she stops and looks at you. You get that. You get that sort of the vacant look, and the ukulele sort of gets hidden on the bed. What you want? I'll just come in to listen to you play. I'm not playing anymore. But you're not going to play something? No. Well, okay, I'll go outside then. Okay. And then you'll close the door and stand outside, and there'll be silence, and then she'll open the door. I know you're still there. So what am I going to do? Put a hidden fucking camera in your bedroom or something to listen to you play? Because that's just that's all level of creepy. But she just won't. She just won't. You couldn't say to our Daisy at Christmas, "Go and get your ukulele and do us a song," because she'd just be like, "No." Then that would be it. No. So anyway, there you go. Right, topic, Christina.
So Justin, how are you today?
I'm doing all right, I suppose. What was today's topic?
I wrote it down. Hold on.
Stuff.
I don't think we even got to it yet.
Okay. This
Good,
is what
so I'm not late.
No, the topic was because I was thinking about this, and I think somebody mentioned it, briefed over. Was all right. So, like, I have, let's just say I have 1,200 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers. In my head, you would think you would get at least, half the amount of views or at least comments. But it seems to me, and maybe it isn't like this for everybody else, but the only people that comment on my videos are you guys. How do you increase that engagement as far as like, of course I get the little thumbs ups and stuff, but how do you get people to comment more and engage you more? Like, I know I do the answer
questions.
Yeah,
I do that. I answer the comments with a question. I do that a lot.
Yeah, I just started doing that from I think it was D that did that video.
Yeah.
Of how to increase these things. And holy cow, like I never thought about it before. And as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that, because I had a couple of comments waiting in the stacks for me to answer. And sure enough, about 3 to every 5 questions, I had 3 responses to them.
There's no
It's backwards.
There's nation.
I'm backwards.
It's not backwards when it comes up on the big screen.
It's not backwards.
It's not?
No, it's not. It looks perfect.
Oh, okay. It looks backwards on mine.
Yeah, but it isn't on the thingy.
Okay, awesome. Hi, guys.
Hi. How's it going, Modern Day Tech?
What's shaking, Bacon?
Not much.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Charlie. How are you? Hey, Patty.
Hey,
I'm a little bit sad that no one else
Patty's on the stream.
I'm here.
It's
I have
so
to say,
nice.
Modern Day's text looks the most real. Isn't that weird? How is it that it looks so much different?
Because he's sitting down at a more. We're used to Nez's camera angle, so he's sitting at that kind of camera angle.
Yep.
I wonder if he's seen this. Like, someone should screenshot this to him.
I've been tweeting it. I tweeted him the first time when it was just me and Neil, and now I've just tweeted him with me, Neil, Beanie, and Eric.
I spent money tonight just to get this green screen.
Did you really? Good for you.
Why did you spend money?
To get a green screen?
Well, I've bought Ecamm like 2 weeks ago before they did the special, not the special, but before they went to subscription. So I had the lifetime Ecamm, but to get the pro, to get the green, or get the Ecamm, or not the Ecamm, get the virtual camera, you have to pay for the pro.
Can I just piss all over your bonfire and really annoy the fuck out of you now?
I have a Mac.
Okay,
I remember that.
Yeah, but you're still using Zoom. So in Zoom, if you go into visual, you can activate virtual green screen. Yeah. If it's not there, you go on the Zoom website in your account and you activate it on your account, and then when you open Zoom, it activates it in Zoom. Money well spent, Eric. It's if you activate it on the actual on the website. If you go like onto Zoom, I'm going into your account.
Yeah, you.
If you do that, because it wasn't activated for me at first, I was like, I can't find it. It's not there. It's. I mean, the fact that I'm a pro user, nobody here has to be a pro user to use. If you're on a call with a pro user, anyone can use virtual backgrounds.
True.
I did not know it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh well. It's only $8. No big deal.
Oh, he made it sound like it was hundreds.
No, I thought it was gonna be like $200.
Oh boy.
I thought you were going to say $187 or something. Yeah, but if you go into Zoom, and you do the little box that's got like the call and things like that. If you go into settings, go settings, visual, and then in there it should say green screen. Virtual
Hulu
background.
$8 a month. You could have gotten Hulu for $8.
I have Netflix.
I have Netflix and Hulu. It's better than
I
cable.
don't watch that much TV.
But I have like a moment where I'm like, I binge watch something. Right now I'm watching the most terrible television show called Scream Queens. It's absolutely pathetically horrible, but that's what I go to sleep to at night.
I just realized. Sorry, go on.
No, I just started Games of Thrones. Back to season 1. I've never watched it.
What?
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's so good.
Can I just say this to you right now? You're on season 1, yeah?
Yes. Episode 4 or 5.
Wait until you get introduced to the Dragon Queen.
Oh,
your life will change.
She's a yummy little cupcake.
One of the best things on YouTube was when they do like Comic-Con panels and they've got like cast members. There's one with Jason Momoa and he's sitting at the table and a woman comes up and goes, "Hi, Jason. Can you talk to me in Dothraki?" And he comes up to him and goes, "You're smarter than us." And he gets straight into that role and it's like, oh my god, he's absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
We were watching a movie the other night, and I can't remember what movie it was we were watching. And the girl who plays the Daenerys, Starborn, she was one of the lead roles in the film. And I said to Emma, I said, "She looks familiar. Who is she?" I said, "Because she looks like someone." And she
had dark hair.
But yeah, she had dark hair, and it was like kind of in a bob. And I was like, and it didn't. You go. Ooh, she needs to be naked with blonde hair.
Oh, bye, Charlie.
Yeah, she was. Is Charlie going? Oh, Charlie's going.
Yeah, I'm going to bed early. Going to work on my truck tomorrow to get it ready for the race this Saturday.
Try not to crash it.
Charlie.
Don't crash the tree.
Yeah, watch the trees.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'll try.
Good night, Charlie.
I can't guarantee that truck will come home in one piece still after Saturday.
No playing with your piccolo before bedtime.
My what?
Your flute.
Your flute.
Your piccolo.
Leave the flute.
Tuba.
I mean, I noticed the bed's right behind you there, Charlie, so just don't leave your webcam on.
He's not even listening.
He's paying no attention.
You guys do a darn good job of making me look like the same one.
Yeah, well, that's it. Sorry.
That's because you got no Jack Daniels this week. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, so you started something.
Yes, he has.
Careful what you wish for.
Disappointed he hasn't finished the bottle off.
No, because if he finishes that bottle, he's going to be done for drink driving tomorrow.
You mean this bottle?
No, it was
there you
it was
go.
the honey one. The honey one you were swigging from last week.
But that's the thing. Like, I hate that when you've like been out drinking and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh man, I'm still drunk.
All right, good night, guys.
Good night, Charlie.
See you, mate.
Charlie.
So back onto your question, I've noticed I get a lot of comments, obviously off you guys, but I get a few nipping in now and again. But mine will be on certain videos. I'll get loads of comments because some of my videos there's tons of comments of people that they're not subscribers. They're just random people that just want to comment on, and it's so hard. But I mean, in a lot of people's defense, like me 12 months ago, I didn't even know you could comment on a YouTube video. I didn't even know that you could subscribe to a video before I started YouTube. I didn't know you could subscribe. I didn't know you could like a video. I didn't know you could comment on a video. I didn't know any of this. It was just a video online.
Look who's in the chat.
Oh.
Professor Nez. Nez Nation.
No, Neil, were you primarily on your phone?
No, mate, it was on the phone, on the computer, but I just didn't. It just.
Like, I've noticed on the phone, it's kind of hard to figure out how to even get to messages and how to message on a video and stuff like that. That's why I was asking. And
yeah.
I think a lot of mine are on phones, and so therefore I don't get a lot of videos or comments. And a lot of my, people are going to my videos just to see a review of it, right? So I think that it's a little bit different than a comment on.
Apparently, me and Neil look respectable.
Well, who's lying to you about that?
Because Nez is in here, make sure to smash the smash.
Yeah, don't forget to smash the smash button.
Smash
Nez, just calm down. Think outside the box, and
you need
just
to take your glasses off though to talk.
I'm taking my glasses off, and then I'm putting them to one side. And
well, it's good once he takes his glasses off. That's when you gotta pay attention.
Holy macadamia nuts!
Holy macadamia nuts!
Hey, you know what, Nez? We're paying attention. We're paying attention.
Yeah, I have noticed that when you're watching videos on the phone, like Justin just said, you've got to scroll down to all the next related videos to get to the comments. It's like, well, that's a mess.
It is a mess.
It should be under the video.
Yeah, it should definitely be under the video, but they don't care about you commenting on the video. They care about getting you to another video.
But the thing is that they want engagement. They encourage engagement. They want to see people engaged in a video. So
I think they rather run another ad. So to play another ad, they have to give you another video. In most cases.
Gotcha. And most of my views do come from mobile. And like that dog pee video. I get a comment a day on that stupid dog pee video.
And they want you to get comments. They want you to put in the work to get everything. Because guess what? When do most people comment? Well, sane people comment at the end of a video. And what does that do? That automatically brings them into another video as they're sitting there typing.
Yep.
If you scroll down though, the video stops and you can't
on the phone.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't go scroll over to the next video. It's like if you are wanting to comment a video, you scroll it down and it will.
It's stupid that they put it all at the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't realize that on the phone.
And another thing I've noticed now as well, I'll just show it on screen. That's the type of advert I'm getting on YouTube now.
It's mobile gaming. It's because you're on a mobile. They do the mobile gaming advert.
It's like 3/4 of the screen.
Yeah.
One good way to get people to comment is make a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
Have you seen all of my videos?
Right now I'm wearing this blue sweatshirt here. I love this thing. And you'll get so many comments calling you an idiot and are you colorblind and all that.
Have you guys ever done that on purpose?
Yeah, I have. And I got a comment or two about it.
I accidentally left an unedited section in one of my videos and no one pulled me up on it.
I noticed that D did that in a video and it doubled up. So like he edited it, and I was gonna say something, but I'm like, nah, I know what you're doing.
What did he do?
He left an unedited section in, so he repeated 2 bits twice.
Okay.
And I literally sat there and went, what happened at this section? And like, so did other people. And D was on live stream with Nick, and he just went, I was just experimenting with something to see if anyone was paying attention.
Oh, Uncle Dan just put in the chat, my entire YouTube channel is a horrible mistake. That's a bit harsh, I think.
Yeah, no, the biggest one though is that when I was doing just random stuff, I did a chainsaw review, and it had been a couple of years since I ran the chainsaw, and so I didn't remember which way the brake was supposed to go. So I said, I'm not sure if this is backwards or not, but the brake goes this way, you know. And oh my gosh, did I get freaking hate on that? But it brought in so many comments, and to this day, I still get a comment on it every now and then about, no, the brake's the right way, or you're an idiot, you shouldn't be running a chainsaw, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, keep on commenting. I don't give a shit.
What's your videos like for comments, Patty? What did you get many? You must get at least, what is this instrument? Where did you find this instrument? You on every single video, I reckon.
Yeah, I get lots of good comments.
Oh, Eddie.
Some of the older comments, sometimes I'll get into this mode where I go read comments from videos from a long time ago, and they're just like, why is your fingers not covered in blood? Or you know,
how have you not stabbed yourself yet?
Yeah, don't fall over on that thing. I did a thumbnail holding bow with the array in front of me, and someone commented, what was it? It looks like you're about to impale your dog.
No.
You know, I was hugging him. I was hugging him, and it's like you're hugging him before you're going to impale him on the array. But now I get some comments from, people that are not subscribers, and they come across the instrument, and they have lots of questions, which I love it. That's
good for engagement too.
Yeah.
You must find as well that obviously, because we all get new people coming to our channels, but with me, I talk about something different all the time. You know, Mike's playing a different game. Beanie's drawing something different. You're still using the array. You must come across a lot of the comments that you find yourself repeating yourself on every other video. Like, this is this, and you're answering the same questions all the time.
Do you use do you guys? I'm not sure if it's in the basic version or if it's in a paid version, but TubeBuddy actually lets you answer those questions with canned responses.
Yeah, canned responses.
I've still not sussed that out. Yeah, I've seen it, but I still haven't used it.
It's pretty. I don't use it too much, but yeah, like if you're getting the same thing over and over and over, because I didn't get the same question enough to really warrant using it. But like for the same questions on one particular item over and over, that'd be really good to use.
How does that work? How's it triggered?
What, canned response?
You
have to instantly replies when you select an answer.
Yeah, you go.
It's not, so it's not automatic.
No, you basically put five answers, like 5 possible answers to a question, and then when someone answers your question, if you want to use a canned response, as far as I know, you can basically click on canned response, scroll down to the question you want to reply with.
So you still have to do it. You just don't have to type it.
Yeah, it's not on automatic. Okay. I mean, it'd be nice if it was. It'd be nice if you could automatically.
When I first saw it, that's what I thought it was. So I never set it up. I was like, do I really want this? How does it work? I just never looked into it. So
it's kind of semi-manual, isn't it? It just stops you the hassle from typing.
You do it through the website.
It does look. It says something I've seen.
I personally wouldn't want that, because usually when I respond to my comments, I'm either asking a specific question back to them, or I'm giving them a link to another YouTube video or an affiliate link.
I hate it when you reply to someone, and Andrew Candor to me the other day, and I genuinely watched all his video on I think it was one of his Disney trips. And I was just like, I think it was the Epcot Center, or I think Christine, you replied on one of them saying it's your favorite Disney park. Was it the Epcot?
Oh yeah, that's me. Yep.
Yeah, you're Christina.
That is my favorite park.
Right, so it was that one, and I said, "Oh, it looks really good," and blah blah. And then he asked me a question, and it was like, "Shit, did I miss something?" Because he said, "What would be your favorite?" Oh, what did he use? He used a certain word, different parts of the park. I think in America you call them something different.
Ah, he's testing you.
Yeah, and it was like he was, and I was like, "What's he talking about? What's my favorite?" Like stand, or like, not if it was like you got the Harry Potter land, or you got the Chinese bit, or they call them different. There was a different word, and I didn't understand what he meant, so I then had to go and watch the video again to see if I'd missed something. And it was like, oh no, he just means what part of the park would I prefer. And it was.
Did you reply to that?
Yeah. I am that sucker. Yeah,
comments at it, yeah.
And, I am that sucker that just can't. If someone asks me a question, I've just got to reply. I do it all the time.
I'm an instant replier too. Like
I'm slack.
I'm a couple days.
It depends though. If I'm really, really busy, but generally, if the videos come out, I'm waiting. I want to comment.
Especially if it's for a listing.
I usually give a thumbs up for a while, and then a couple days later, I'll actually respond to it. So I'm hoping that they'll come back to see the thumbs up or the heart, and then come back again for the comment.
Sometimes though, I will say this, which really I forget, is that some of those comments get hung up in the spam folder, because like I tell people to use a hashtag. So I always tell them like whatever the hashtag is during the week, and I have to go back and be like, oh, because like Patty's was stuck in the spam folder, so I had I had like 5 of them stuck in the spam folder because they just used the hashtag only.
I hate when it doesn't show. Like I got a notification that I had a comment here the other day on one of my videos that's kind of old. It's a couple months old, and it doesn't show up in my feed.
Oh yeah, I think it's either the person probably deleted their own comment or that their account was terminated.
It was still showing up there though, and it was like a legit comment to the video. Yeah, so like it wasn't like it was spam or anything like that. They just sometimes don't show up, so then you have to go back to the video and comment from the video. Well, I don't like doing that because then it makes me watch the video, and I'm like,
where does it not show up from?
Watching my own video. So
if you go to your published comments, it won't be in published comments. You actually physically have to go to the video itself to get the comment that you were.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've had that.
I don't think I've ever had that.
If you happen to not see what video it's in, you're screwed. You can't go and find it because you don't know what video to look at it in.
But you could probably go maybe in TubeBuddies with the comment filters, like search by comments not responded, and you should be able to find it that way, perhaps.
Yeah, but the thing is that they don't count. If they didn't count hearts and thumbs up as not responded to, it would be so much easier. But some comments I just give a heart or a thumbs up to because they're not real comments that I need to comment to. So so I have to go through all of them to try to find that one, and of course it's buried because whatever. So
just change the filter down to latest comments.
Yeah. But you can. It doesn't matter if you heart it. If you heart it and using the TubeBuddy filter by comments not replied to, it's going to ignore the hearts and still show up that comment. Huh?
I don't have.
I'm pretty sure it's the free. It's in the free part.
He's on Linux.
Oh, I have. I need to get rid of.
Do you have a Linux phone then? Do you?
No. No, but even
touche, sir.
Even in the app, it doesn't work.
It should work on the app. In fairness, sometimes it does error out on me too. The app is worse than the freaking computer.
I've noticed sometimes that there's a lot of my comments that they can be completely and utterly harmless comments, and there's no bad language in there, and there's no websites, and they automatically go to spam. And it's like, why have you sent this question or this to spam? But as a rule of thumb, if I've got a video out, and I'd say 2 or 3 weeks is like, or a month, I won't reply to comments on videos after a month unless it's a question that I think that's worth responding to, or I'll just give them a heart and a thumbs up. But you know, with the videos I've just put out over the last month, if anyone comments, I normally reply.
Yep.
Even if it's just thanks for the comments, because I mean, some can just be. I mean, the greatest comments in the world is Christian Reddy. He gets the greatest comments on his videos that I've ever seen anybody get anywhere.
That guy that went off on like a fucking tangent of mathematical. Oh my God. I sat there and just went, "You fucking what?"
It was ridiculous. It's either Christian or Chris, because Christian, he gets some cracking comments as well.
Yeah.
This is a comment I got today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Can you read it to us? Can you read it?
Can you read it?
Oh, yeah, it makes sense, but
That's about the
Oh my
appraisals.
God.
Wow. What the
Holy
fuck?
crap.
That's not a comment. That's an
She got
essay.
Yeah.
Christina, was that about the appraisals?
no, this one was about the Nextdoor app.
Professor
The next-
Nez has written shorter books.
This is written from the perspective of a lead ND, a former lead. I was asked to be a lead for ND. This is the Nextdoor app. That's what ND stands for, Nextdoor. Last December 12th, and I accepted. I'd been on a job for 2.5 months when I actually unadultedly attacked by cyberbully for having mentioned in a comment on a post I didn't create in the Agenda 21 was responsible for bike installations suddenly appeared in San Francisco in many different neighborhoods unasked for and unannounced. Commenters outside my neighborhood attacked me for a conspiracy theory, for being a racist, for being stupid, and ruining the nextdoor.com for my single comment. 8 people from my neighborhood, different neighborhoods, joined in the repeated attacks. I agree with the ripoff reports complaining about Nextdoor. Either it censors free speech or allows its members to do so. My role as the lead allowed me to delete those comments and went against community guidelines of Nextdoor. I mean, she goes on and on and on and on and on.
I hope he sends an invoice for your time.
Yeah.
It was in my held for review. And I went,
Oh God!
no. I'm putting that sucker in there. That is a dedicated response right there.
I hope you just replies with thanks.
Add it and pin it. Add it and pin it.
Or you need to reply with, "Can you go into more detail?"
Can I do that?
Yeah. Please go into more detail over this. I just see. I mean, tomorrow your whole day might be consumed by reading this girl's
I'm doing
next
it now because I
message.
hadn't responded yet. Can you add more detail to this story?
Please tell me more.
I'm sure my subscribers
Would love to hear it.
would love to know more.
See, with me, because my stuff's gaming, it's all like I either get comments like the crappy ones are like first, second, or like, yeah, this was good. Cheers, mate.
That annoys the shit out of me.
And D Nimmon does too, and he has a lot of those.
Because I used to comment on D's because obviously it'd come up on my phone and I'd go straight away because they're only short videos and I'd just watch them and leave them a comment, and there'd always be that one little arsehole or 5 little arseholes. I'd go, first, second, third, first, second, and I'd just comment, watch the whole video, find it in forms of blah blah blah. By the way, I'm the first one who's fucking watched it, you retards. I just abused them. It's like, I'm the first person who's watched it and commented. Because it just annoys me because none of them are watching it. They just...
I actively find that person who's written first and I go, so what did you learn from the video? And then tag Nick into it to see if he replies.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of just insulting. I thought, if you don't watch someone's video, I mean, if you just, you watch a bit of it and you get bored, I just comment, "Oh, great video," which I've done it to all of you. It's there's nothing worse than she doesn't even know the minutes she's behind her.
Hi, I see her. Okay, so I got a text message from my husband saying don't do it, but I'm doing it. It says, "Can you add more detail?" This is all I said. "Can you add more detail in the story? I'm sure my subscribers would love to know more about your story to formulate their own opinions of the Nextdoor app." Boom, sent, done.
Matt's just sent me a message on Discord. Said he's gonna hopefully pop in next week. He's laying low this week. I don't know what the IRS are after him or what, but
Nah, that'd be a
he says,
Keemstar.
he says, hello, oh, mate. If you, Matt, seriously, if you can somehow or some way tell that stupid, bearded, overrated, over-opinionated arsehole that is Keemstar,
Dusty
if he wants to come and join us, I am all. Next Tuesday is my birthday, so I might be.
Oh wow!
It will be going on, but I'm game for having an argument with Keemstar, because what he done on Matt's stream was a bit disrespectful. So,
but did he show up to other streams or just that one stream?
He basically goes into any stream that talks about mental health at the moment.
Yeah, he's being a complete penis.
It just must be his new thing.
Who is this?
It's not his new thing. He always does it.
Yeah.
Keemstar, like
it for me, it wasn't even the fact that, I mean, we spoke about this last week. It wasn't the fact that he'd gone in and he'd started, voicing his opinion, which is fine. Which is, if people want to come into your chat and you want to voice opinion, like Christian said to us loads of times, no one's opinion is wrong. There's no opinion that's wrong because it's their opinion. That's fine.
But when you turn into an argumentative bellend, then it becomes.
But that's how his whole channel. So for me, it's like a lot of people say don't feed a troll, but for someone like that, no, I'd feed him as much as you can feed him, because.
Yeah, but you're giving him exactly what he wants.
But he was calling the host a fraud.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he harms children.
Yeah, that was the bit that was the bit that and then it didn't like.
Right.
Yeah,
he's a professional troll to get people to react.
Yeah, but Matt's clever enough now, because Matt didn't really engage with him. But Matt's clever enough to go, okay, well, if that's what you think, why do you think this? What's your reasoning behind this? So,
straight up calling him an idiot.
But for me, it was the point when like I said last week, like they went and done a little bit of a break, and then I think that Matt's host was like, well, I'm going to just put some tea on. And he was like, oh, you clearly don't need any tea, do you? Because he's a big lad. And it was like, oh, mate, come on. You know what I mean? You've just blown all, you're a bit of an arse anyway. But now just by saying that, everybody in the chat knows you're an idiot.
No credibility.
Like you sitting there drinking a big Coca-Cola bottle. No offense, Mike.
But there's no but the thing is, once you name call, it's like that immediately negates everything you've said.
Yeah.
Even if it had any relevance whatsoever, once you start calling people names, it's like,
it's the end game, isn't it? It's just finished. So Dusty Porter is in the building as well. Congratulations on the new baby.
Beautiful baby. That baby is the prettiest baby. She is so pretty. Perfect baby. You're very lucky.
Yeah, you are very lucky. A friend of mine has just they've just had a baby round about the same time as Dusty, and their daughter was born with she was born with a cleft palate. She was also born with a roof in the whole of her mouth, the whole top of her mouth. There's a hole in the roof of her mouth, and she's got another couple of things wrong with her as well. So, it's congratulations on a perfectly healthy born baby, mate. Because I know they're going through hell at the moment. Like
that was my only fear when I had kids. It was like, is there going to be anything wrong? After we tried after the first one died of anencephaline, that was like really.
What's that?
Hard. Basically, it was born at the top of the skull.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So it was terminated at 13 weeks. After that, it's constant paranoia. What if it happens again? What if it happens again?
Yeah.
So having two kids the way they are, and they're good kids. They're perfectly formed. I'm happy with. I'm fine. But anyone that goes through anything with like disabilities and stuff, you've got
so sad. Yeah. One of my best friends, she basically had to give birth to her daughter, and she was
stillborn.
No, she was alive.
Okay.
Melody was alive up until she was 2 weeks under the time periods where the National Health would have put her into an incubator and give her
22 to 24.
Yeah, it was that, because there's that time period where it's like, okay, well, if they're born between this time and that time, then we will give as much help as we can. But she was like 2 weeks under that, and she gave birth to her, and the nurse said, look, there's nothing we can do with the hospital, you know, NHS policy. We can't. But she won't last the hour.
Yeah.
We were all at the hospital. We all went down, and I think it was 16 hours she lived for.
Yeah.
And it was like, because we were all like, there's nothing you can do, and even the nurses were like, she shouldn't be here. she literally shouldn't be here now. But it's so sad. And then they tried. She's got a daughter now, which is, you know, thank God she's healthy and fine. But it's so sad. It is awful.
But congratulations, Dusty. Let's get on the good. Let's move on.
As Christina likes to say, this went down a rabbit hole.
Yes, I hate that expression.
Yeah.
God, with that. Stop saying that.
Add one little thing. I actually found out just like in the last 6 months that I technically had a brother once.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Technically, because the same thing happened with my parents. So technically, I had a brother once. Yeah.
No, I won't tell you my story. Just keep going.
Okay, so let's talk about expressions that we hate in videos. One of them, crushing it. If no one ever says the words crushing it in a video again, I'll be so happy.
I love it. I love the book. So
sorry, Car Galaxy Studios has just put in the chat. I think Creative Chaos needs a safe word.
Well, don't we just share next? Or...
Yeah, but then we'd be using it every minute.
He said, "How's about Alice?"
Alice, because we're going down
Trevor, yeah, the pineapple juice.
That comes up too much.
I've sent you a link. I've sent you a link, Dusty, as well. If you want to, if you're probably up the wall, mate. If you do or if you don't, it's entirely up to you. But I have sent you the link over if you do want to pop in.
Pineapple juice.
Christina was about to mention something, but I was just going to say, Matt actually come up with something really good in the chat before on how to get.
You say it, Dusty.
Was it sponsorships or sponsors for your channel?
Yeah.
Is anyone got any sponsors for the channel?
Modern Day Tech does.
Eric?
If I've only done one or two, and it was through that YouTube program. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, you got 5,000 subs for that.
Yeah, I looked into.
There is a requirement.
Yeah.
What's that for? Sorry, I was getting distracted by Dusty telling us that he's interviewing Vibe.
It's sponsorships.
That's 30,000.
No,
Viper.
It's much less than that because I'm only at 9.
The man about tech.
I think.
Because I just looked at it a couple of about a week or two ago, and it's unless they've changed it, because sponsorship I'm not eligible for it because I don't have 30,000 subscribers.
No, I mean what I'm talking about is sponsorship outside of YouTube. I mean probably
so pulling a company in basically.
Yeah, I mean the best person in here I could think of to be sponsored would be Patty. You know, if Patty's got like a local.
Music shop.
Say a local music shop. I mean, what more better than to say, well, okay, for $50 a month or $100 a month, I put out a video a week or whatever. Patty's normally every couple of weeks, aren't you? For I'll get you a dedicated end card with your name, the shop name, your opening times, any offers you've got on. I'll put that on it. I'll mention you in the video. For say $100 a month, something like that, you will get. And my videos go out to X amount of people. I've had this many views on videos, and you basically sell yourself to them to get that money coming in every single month. It's $100 in your bank account every single month, or whatever you choose. If you had $20 or $1,000, it depends on what you think the worth is to the person.
Yeah.
Hey, Patty, do you do I just want to add in there. Do you just only do the one instrument, or are you sort of broadening your horizons to all different kind of instruments?
Just on this channel, I just want to totally do the one instrument.
Right.
Do you have other channels?
You could, because you could totally.
I have a channel, nothing that's recent, but like some old channels. I used to put Tessa, so that her grandmother could see her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I keep thinking I need to go check out those channels and see what's happening on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but No, if I had another channel, it would be a cooking channel, and I would I would rock that. I mean,
Could you not do that on this channel you've got now and just break it down into different playlists? I mean,
no, you gotta stay
it's way
focused.
too different.
No, that's like, you're gonna go to ESPN and watch cooking. Doesn't make any sense.
She definitely do different instruments.
no, I mean not. I don't mean cooking, but could you not do like? I mean, like you're playing the guitar or the piano or things like that. Couldn't you could do that on this channel?
Artist. You got the array artist in your actual channel name, don't you? And like if you got an array artist playing other instruments, like is this still array and
yeah, but you'd still watch. I mean, and plus as well, it wouldn't take much to just alter one word, would it? Or you could just,
I suppose.
here's what I thought.
I mean, let's be honest. Every single person here would watch Patty play a fucking washboard with fucking, and you would because you'd be like, you know what, the washboard is shit, but I'll guarantee you, Patty Broussard there, she'll make it sound absolutely like angels singing.
Eddie and I watch a woman who plays the spoons.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, you should play Didgeridoo.
I forget what her name is. Golly, I follow her on Instagram too. But she's the spoon lady, and she's like you can tell she's in her own little head, and she has this whole rhythm with those spoons and everything. You watch her go, and she's like doing all this stuff and putting it over her knee and under her knee, and she's got her legs going and everything. I'm like, holy cow!
Quite an art.
It's amazing how many different sounds you can get out of a couple of spoons. And that sounds like I'm taking the piss, but I always remember a song by Soundgarden called Spoon Man.
Yeah.
And it was like, Spoon Man, you got a guy playing spoons. He's serious. And then you listen to it, it's like, that shit's good. That's actually good.
Look her up, Patty. Her name's Abby the Spoon Lady. She's
Is she an older lady?
Yes.
Like still tiny older lady?
Yes.
Kind of lady?
Yeah, she's kind of kooky.
Needs more subs once the washboard video, by the way.
Yeah. If anybody can make it sound good, it's gonna be Patty.
Yeah.
Patty could technically put that video up on the Creative Chaos video.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you ever wanted to do something that is not within fit into your channel, you want to just experiment with something, you can gladly put anything you want. I mean, anyone that's in the Discord can put anything they want up on the Creative Chaos.
Awesome. Yeah.
They answered me back.
Oh, nice. How long is it?
Oh, hold up. I will let you know.
Like 1, 2, 3.
I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta pull up this video because it, like, when you go into comments.
I just hope that they've answered you back with no.
Technically, I'm not sponsored, but I have gotten quite a few of the bigger grooming companies to send me stuff. Like the box that I have over here has like $200 worth of or $300 worth of product in it.
Well, that's technically doing a sponsored video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, I mean,
depends on who you ask.
If you get something for free and it appears on camera, it's a sponsored video.
Yeah, that's what the last I did a gaming review for a Bomberman, almost like a Bomberman clone game the other day. And the first thing I did was shout out the company that actually gave it to me for free to do the review.
Oh yeah. I always say
so
that.
That is technically sponsored.
Or whatever.
80% of my videos are sponsored then.
Yeah.
So you know how Justin was just saying that I have a notification that says that they answered. I tried to click on that notification that they answered, and it's not even in the video. I went to spam and I went to help for review. It's not there. I said, thank you so much thank you so much for appreciating my comment here. Yes, I think that I can add more detail, but the details, what details would you like? What other questions can I come up with for you and answer? Oh, like I can't get the whole thing because I can't find it.
That's answering a question with a question.
It's going to be at the bottom of that video's comment.
I looked in the video. It's not there.
It might just be because they've just commented. I bet you if you look on the desktop, it'll all be there. Yeah. With the mobile's a bit slower, isn't it?
I hope they're not watching this stream right now because I'm like, I feel a bit bad for them because like they genuinely sound like they genuinely appreciative that you care.
No,
The chances that person
actually
watching this is like 0.
But someone that would take the time to write out as much as they did, like literally wrote a novel about this particular video, I'm like, please, I left it there. It was in the spam folder. I was like, oh no, this is going to my channel, but I didn't know how to respond. You guys gave me the idea to respond.
Yeah. The main ones that I delete are any of them that have like links to Amazon or do other videos. Other than that, even ones that that YouTube's like, hey, are you sure you want this in your comments? And as long as they are not too harsh about whatever, I'll just freaking leave it. Because then I leave a smart ass comment back to them. Most of the troll videos that I get are on Ed videos, and so therefore I can respond back as Ed, and I can just call them out on their BS and just sign it as Ed.
I always get these great comments that I want to approve, but they put a link to a website or to like Amazon. Like I love their comment, but I can't do anything. I wish there was like a tool where you can like edit out the hyperlink and leave the comment, but there's not. So
well, what if they refer to it like, what if they're saying, well, when I was on Amazon.com, I was like looking. You can't do that
as long as there's no like actual link with an affiliate, that's fine.
Right, because that guy commented. That guy made a comment. He said I use nextdoor.com.
It'd be nice if you could edit people's comments and take links out.
That's what he just said.
Yeah. Because I get I get comments like that every single day. I'm like every day I get links to buy more crypto. You know, get coins here, get free coins here, get airdrops here every single day. It just gets ridiculous.
Those are mostly all bot comments, aren't they?
No, I just think it's people trying to get people over to their site, because it's always legitimate websites where they want it's just email. People trying to get people on the email lists, but it just gets annoying. But it's like,
talking about comments, I was pinned on a video that got over 1 million views.
How cool is that?
Ooh. Damn.
So my comment section has been blown up in the last week, a week and a half. I'm not even going to respond to them. Well, you can go to the channel. It's freaking reviews. If you look at the
so they're not helpful reviews.
They're what? Up. And I don't know, 300, 400 comments. And on every single response, not that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I get the response, so I'm dealing with the comments. I see them.
Right.
It's just I can't even imagine being a bigger channel because I don't know how this guy does it.
I have this one spam thing, and it went on for 10 comments. He spammed every single one of my videos with the same spam.
Was it a link or?
Yeah, it's a free realty online, save commission and list for free at, or for sale by owner tips, list for free at, save commissions and list for free at.
Yeah, you'll get that in the.
Like that on Instagram all the time, and it's like, really.
I still find it weird that I get like fitness and keto and all them commenting, going, "Oh, I love your channel." I'm like, no, you don't. You're just spamming an art channel. Why would a fitness channel want to even care about drawing dinosaurs?
Might be a hobby, maybe.
You gotta run from them, right? Gotta be in shape.
It is ridiculous.
Throw that spear extra hard.
It's ridiculous on the amount of people that take time to actually leave spam or crap comments on your videos. It's like you need to just
spend the whole day doing it.
Yeah, and it's because you can literally follow them, like you said, you can literally follow them through different, especially when you get one idiot that just dislikes a video, and then the next thing gets notification after notification, and they've commented on every single video.
Yep.
It's like, get a life. Get a life. But yeah, like sponsorship, has anyone thought of outside of YouTube sponsorship?
Yeah,
like Beanie.
I've if everything goes well over the next couple of weeks, there is potential that I will be.
Ooh, nice. I was actually thinking that Patty should.
I've turned down.
Sorry.
So I've turned down a lot of sponsorships, But the one that I did take was from FameBit. That's the website I couldn't think of earlier.
All right.
So,
What's
but
FameBit?
They're paying you and you forget their name.
Yes.
No, the FameBit website you forgot the name of, or the people who the sponsorship deal.
Oh, I remember the sponsorship deal. It was
okay.
the umbrella
The
guy
FameBit
did.
name,
Yeah.
FameBit is the website that they actually owned by YouTube.
yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they have
if you
about
want to
5,000.
if you want to sign up to that website, you need 5,000 subscribers.
Right.
Which is why
I've been-
numbers do count.
Yeah.
Whether we want
Sometimes.
them to or not, especially in
Well,
business aspect.
for one website that I've scrolled through, I'm like, well, none of these offers apply to me, so what's the point? But like, you can, like, I've heard of some channels like with 100 subscribers getting big sponsorship deals, so it's not like numbers
But-
really matter.
Beanie, have you ever thought about like approaching someone like Crayola?
Maybe, but there's another channel that does like Crayola, and I've drawn with no offense to Crayola, but I've used their crayons and they don't interest me. That was a horrible experience.
No, but there must be
There
There must be an art suppliers that you
Yeah.
use as a sponsor.
Yeah, I
The
want
nice
to.
thing about them is that I've noticed a lot of art channels, even much smaller ones than yours, can get a
Well, I
lot.
want
Of
to get in on the Copics, even though they're pronounced Copics apparently, but I want to get on the Copic bandwagon and the Wacom bandwagon, even though I prefer using the iPad.
I don't know. The Wacom's got a pretty nice one out now. I just saw that they've got.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a pricey little bastard too.
I wouldn't even really care so much about getting paid for it. It's just more like oh, here's a product. Can you use it for a video? I'm like, sweet, new content, and a new product, like a new tablet. I don't necessarily have to pay for.
Yeah, if you can get free stuff sent to you, like Mike just said, like Creole, if there's a certain brand of like pencils that you use, if you say, well, I'll mention you in my videos, every time I do a video, I'll put a thing at the end saying sponsored by this, but I want you to send me stuff each month, even if it's a case of right, okay, I'll pick a random commenter out the section and I'll send you a load of pens.
Sorry, I just got
with
distracted
my
by-
website, I'm going to be having 3 or 4 different ways that the companies that are sending me stuff can sponsor ad, or not really ads, but sponsor their product being shown longer on the main page on my website. And so I'll still do the review like always, and then when I send them the link, like I always do, I'll say, hey, by the way, if you want your product to show up on my main page on my website for longer than the 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it'll end up being, then that's $15
Yeah.
for an extra 2 weeks. And then they'll and then I'll have different ways to make money off of that as well. So they'll be sponsoring after the fact of me giving their review. That way, then they can see my review. If they like it, they can. If not, I don't care.
Yeah.
The review itself isn't. I'm not being paid to say that this is a good mustache wax, because I'm not. I'm getting paid after the fact of telling, hey, this is a pretty decent mustache wax, to have it on my website and not even connected to. I mean, it's connected just be the same business to YouTube.
Yeah.
So have you thought of it, Patty? Is there any like local music shops by you that you've thought of doing this with?
I have not even thought about that. Hang on. We may have a grandson about to throw a tantrum.
What was that then? I had a Grinch.
I was actually thinking that you could, even though your channel is based on Array and you said you wanted to focus on that, I still reckon you could do like a sponsorship deal with different companies and like do instrument reviews. Like they send you a instrument and you get to try a new song and do some
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you already do like the collaborations with the guitars and stuff. You could do the same thing, just incorporate the array into you playing another instrument.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get to use all your instruments, but as long as the array is in it for a minute of the video.
Yeah.
Or the playing in the background or whatever, you're still doing what you want to do on this channel. But it kind of opens up the possibility of getting more people in because you are playing more instruments that are more well known. And I think that you'd be able to introduce more people to the array as well as get more companies to be interested in, having ads on your videos.
I really need to learn this. Right now I don't do anything. I just make videos. I have to learn how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not.
don't just make videos; you make good videos.
Yeah, you do.
So
Well, thank you, but I mean, you know what I mean. I don't. It's a hobby for me, and it shouldn't be. I should be doing something to. My husband, like, he'll come home. He gets home once a month. He's like, "Am I a kept man yet?" He's like, "Are you making any money off of this?"
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why a hobby can't make money.
No, there's not.
I mean, that's kind of where we're all at, I think. Except for,
that's
except for
technically
Rue,
what's
this is their business, so.
Yeah. That is one of my goals for this year, was to, get better at that part of YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, that is what monetization is, isn't it? That's the making money out of the hobby.
Yeah. Before I even went live today, I had a phone call on Facebook with a couple of guys who run a website called Gaming Dads. So it's literally people in my situation. They're all gamers. They're all dads. They all get on. And out of the sort of 800 people that applied to be a reviewer for them, they whittled it down to like 4 or 5. And they spoke to me. They said at the end of the day, going by like you and the other people, like you're the one that does it better than everybody else for some obscure reason. And it's quite it's quite hard for me to take compliments because I've never even valued myself, basically. And they've basically said that their 18-month plan is to be fully self-employed in the next 18. And I was just like, what does that mean for me? They said, well, if we do choose you out of the other people that we're going to be talking to, then you'd be along for the ride as well. We'd sort out your taxes. We'd be doing this, and we'd basically pay you for doing everything.
So
I'd still be careful, but
their channel then instead of your own.
Well, what I would actually be doing is I even spoke to them about this. They basically said what we would want you to do is take one of your videos, like this is just for an example. So you take one of your videos, make 2 intros and make 2 outros. The first one is for you, so you put it up on your channel, you do whatever you like with it. The other one is for us. And then we would basically be, well, it'd be on their website, not my channel.
Right. So it wouldn't be on their YouTube channel. It'd just be on their website.
Be on their website. But if I did get that whole this is duplicate content between 2 people, I'd do a separate review for them and a separate review for me. And then from there, they even said that at the end of the videos you would do for us, if we do choose you to go through, you can promote your channel as well, so you can take from that. They've got 25,000 people spread across social media at the moment, and I saw that as a huge opportunity, basically.
Yeah.
So now I'm just hoping over the next couple of weeks that they do decide to take me on, and I can go from there.
Well, because the group's called Gaming Dads, is it?
Yeah.
Or
It's basically just blokes who talk about games.
So in that regard, you can't technically own a group of people that do something. So you could still even use the hashtag Gaming Dad, like not Gaming Dads, but use Gaming Dad in your tags. Because I've never even thought about that, but I'm like, that could be a really specific kind of niche for people to look through into. Yeah,
that's where they're getting their numbers from as well, basically, because obviously it's dads who don't get a lot of time to or go outside or go to the pub or anything
Is
like
it
that.
gaming dads or dads gaming?
It's Gaming Dads.
That's cool.
Because there's a dads gaming too.
It might be them as well. This is on Facebook, and they basically over social media they've got 25,000 people sort of messed around and sort of like in this one thing. They're averaging 500 to 700 new members each month at the moment, and they basically they want to set up a podcast. They want to be talking about this. They want to get somebody in to do retro stuff as well. And they basically pulled my channel and they just said, look, we're really impressed with what you're doing. You're doing exactly what we wanted to you to be doing, sort of thing. If we do decide to go with you, then are you up for it? I went, yeah. And they said, when it comes to financial security, what you like? I said, well, I'm on benefits. I'm literally skint every week. And he said, at the end of 18 months, if we're doing what we should be doing and what our trajectory is talking, you'll be fully employed. And
just be careful of exclusivity. That word.
Exclusivity.
Yeah. Basically, just like. Because it sounds like a really, really cool idea. Just be super cautious, because a lot of things start out sounding awesome, and then you realize, oh, okay, I didn't realize I got myself into this kind of situation. So just be mindful of that.
They were pretty black and white with me about what they expected from me, and they said even if what we may do is we might not have you as somebody who does reviews, we might have you that does let's plays, which means it doesn't cross your content at all on your channel.
Right.
Still, though, cool. I would, if they give you a contract, take it to a lawyer.
Oh, I'd be my mate down the road's a lawyer. It's fine.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect. That's convenient.
Nice.
But I mean, if not, I'd be
that fine print and stuff can. I've heard of companies that try to do something like this, and really they're just a front for. First thing that you do, all of a sudden you're being charged. Because you didn't hold up your,
You had enough for
Yeah, because you were supposed to make a 5-minute and 16-minute or 16-second video, but you went 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and now all of a sudden you're being fined by them because you're not. You know what I mean? So make sure that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I spent an hour talking to them, and they basically said, "Look, everything you're doing on your channel is literally what we're looking for." I was like, "Right, okay, no, yeah, if you want to, I'm here, basically."
Yeah. I was more thinking about like the PewDiePie machinima thing, where it starts off awesome, and then as long as it stays awesome, sounds great.
Yeah. So yeah, but I know if I had a contract to sign, then Kerry would definitely proofread it, because she's one of those people. She understands English way more than I do. She's got a bachelor's degree in English. She knows what she's talking about. And if anybody pisses her off, she usually quotes like customer service terms and conditions and law, like stuff down people's phone numbers. So I think I'm covered for that. It's just when I spoke to them, they were just really solid about everything they were doing.
Sounds good anyway. It's definitely it's also nice to see someone getting something. If it comes all off for you, then it's a massive bonus, isn't it?
If it comes off, I mean, it could mean that in 2 years' time I could be financially secure. I could literally be coming off of benefits and actually earning a wage.
And you always find as well with something like this, it's a snowball effect, isn't it? I mean, you go on something like this, they promote you, they help you, because obviously they're helping themselves by helping you. Then you get more subscribers, and then further down the line, you get another company saying, "Well, we'll give you this, and we'll do that, and we'll." And
then when your contract's up, you just make a video of why I left Gaming Dad.
Yeah. But I mean, even speaking to, I've been part of their Facebook group for a couple of months, and I mean, it started off with like a couple of thousand people, but obviously they were there before me. And I mean, as he said, there's 20-odd thousand people now, and we're getting nearly 1,000 people a month turn up on like Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on everything. So
I wonder how that movement compares to the No Small Creators movement, because that sounds like an even more impressive movement.
When I used to run the MLB,
I haven't heard anything about that movement. Sorry, like I didn't mean to.
No, that's cool.
I hear the hashtag, No Small Creator, but honestly, other than the hashtag or the phrase, I haven't heard jack diddly about what they do or why it's a thing or anything. Like, I don't know. That's just my.
I can't remember who set it up now, but it's just basically, no creator's a small creator. Well, anybody that's not earning money is, a small creator.
Wagner, what's his name?
Wagner.
Not
Charlie, because that's Midnight.
No, I know you're talking about
Cody Warner. Cody Warner set it up. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not even a thing.
Thanks,
it's just a recognize other creators within your community, whether no matter how big you are or how small you are. We all started off with 0 subscribers.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and so some people can blow up overnight. You know, some people.
Well, look at Christian over that one weekend. He got like nearly 2,000 subscribers in a weekend.
Yeah.
I missed my train. I had a couple of ideas for that Gillette or whatever it was.
that was in the 70s when people had mustaches.
Train, man. I missed it bad, and I regret it every day.
Maybe to be honest, it might have been a good thing that you missed it.
I wasn't even gonna hop on it like everybody else did. I had a completely different way of looking at it, of seeing what the real problem is, and the real problem is just that they don't have double-edged razors on their site anymore. So like I was gonna go into this whole thing making it like he was gonna be that, you know, that whole deal, but the real issue is gonna be something completely different.
Actually, on the subscriber topic, I'm actually 2 subscribers away from 2222.
Really? I know. The other day,
I thought you're up to 25 already.
No, 22222.
The other day, I was on 1123, and it was kind of pleasing because I just kind of wanted to leave it there. Like, oh, it's a nice. I've had a couple of good, like the last 2 weeks. And for someone, you know, I'm only small. I mean, I've had like 70 subscribers, which is great in the last 30 days. That's nice. And crypto now is just crap. What's that?
Sometimes I take photos of my calendar. Like this one.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, I did my 666 subscriber.
I photoshopped that in. Yeah.
Christina, Beanie will vouch for this. Christina got 666 subscribers on Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think I did my 1111.
Yes, I'm getting about 40 to 45 every 28 days.
I'm basically keeping my eye on this because I'm going to have to wait 11,000 subscribers before I can get the 33333.
Talking about subscribers, now Christian's hit 10,000.
Yeah.
What is the next milestone?
Congrats.
15.
But is it though?
Yeah,
or is
100.
I
think it's from 10 to 100.
Yeah, I'd say 100,000 or at least 50,000.
Yeah, 50.
We started at the beginning of this year. We were predicting how much he would have by the end, and we sat there and said, "Oh, he'll have 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year."
Well, I actually said
he's already gone past that.
I actually said to Christian the other week when we were chatting when it was on
11.
It was on the Sunday.
He says 11.
It was on the Sunday, and we were chatting for hours. And I said to him, you'll have 30,000. You'll have 30,000, 10,000 by March.
Yeah.
And Christian he'll back me up on it. I said by March you'll have 10,000, and it was literally it was like 2 days after March, and I was like, damn, it hasn't been on the 1st of March. But I think, he's on 11,000 now.
He's on 10,188.
Oh, 10 to 188.
I think he'll be 100 by the end of the year. So
100,000.
I think he'll put out another, because he's going to put out another video that's going to blow up very soon. I can just feel it.
For those of you that buy products, sorry, this is kind of off subject, but I was wondering, for those of you that buy products and review them, do you guys go after you review it and let the companies know on YouTube? And besides just doing a hashtag and stuff, do you guys let them know on Facebook Messenger?
I don't review anything.
Yeah, that you review them or whatever.
I basically take I review a game, put that video on Twitter, hashtag the company in, and then nothing ever gets done about
that's
it.
a good idea.
See, I found that they don't pay attention when I hashtag unless if they're looking for it.
It's because you're not the only one doing it. There's
there's
probably hundreds of thousands of other people doing the exact same thing.
Right, exactly. That's why if you Facebook message them privately, it gets their
probably
attention.
everyone else is doing as well.
Not as many people are doing it.
I guarantee you're not the first person to have thought of that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I'm not, but you don't have as many people doing it because it's not as simple as, there's more steps involved. You know what I mean? You're
It's a good idea, but yeah, I'm sure.
Because I've had some of the bigger companies reply back, and we're like, "Oh yeah, we definitely want to work with you again." And
I had the two recognitions I got were from indie games. One of them was I can't even remember the game's name, but I had the developer of the game actually come onto my channel and like leave a comment. I was like, oh my God, who's this? So I looked into him and I was like, oh my God, it's the guy that made the game. Fucking fantastic. And the other one was a game called Reverie that came out. It was basically an indie version of like Link to the Past from the Super Nintendo days. And I put my video up for them, and then they took my video and actually put it onto their Twitter feed. I was like, that's amazing. And then from there, nothing else has happened ever since. But it was pretty cool to have those two little things that are just like, that's really good for a gamer.
Yeah.
So I've got to be doing something a little bit right if I'm actually having the companies actually recognise what I'm doing, which is
definitely.
quite nice.
Right.
So back to Eric, you reckon 100,000 for Christian by December or the end of the year?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely going to release another one that's going to blow up.
I think with Christian as well, I think it can. I mean, this is no disrespect to Christian, but I think if something happens with like the Mars rover, or if it already did, it's only going to take something like, I don't know, like not Tesla, SpaceX to do something, groundbreaking, or him to report on that, and it's just that's going to be. Yeah. Him getting 3,000, 4,000 in a week, that's going to be daily.
He's going to wipe D all over the floor.
Christian needs to get NASA to sponsor him. That's what I think.
Oh, have the official NASA badge on his channel.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, get SpaceX.
They do sponsor some people.
You should get Elon Musk to do his intro.
I'll tell you what, Elon Musk is that crazy. He probably would.
Yeah, he probably would.
He would actually consider something, because I'll guarantee you, if someone like Elon Musk, who is a clever guy, the guy is a genius. If he was to watch something like
he's psychotic, but he's a genius.
Yeah, I don't think he's psychotic. I just think he's one of them guys that he's that well educated, and he's that his brain works in such an amazing way. But
he don't become as rich and famous as him by being an idiot. No. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but he's still got well. I just think he's still got that element of like, let's just have a fucking laugh. I mean, look at the flamethrower.
That's where the eccentricity comes from. Sticking your car on the front of a rocket and sending it to Mars, just fucking out of this world.
This is now this is a question I have always I know Christian's in the chat now. Okay, this might sound really stupid. So you send something to the bottom of the ocean, right? So you say a ship goes to the bottom, like the deep ocean, with the amount of pressure there. I'm right in thinking that the amount of pressure on the metal will just flatten it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, the pressure in space is equal, if not more, to the ocean. Am I right? Why don't these things that are flying around in space, like the Elon Musk's car, why doesn't it just get crushed because of the pressure?
Because there's no pressure.
Because it's not a physical pressure.
Not. Why is Beanie laughing?
I'm not laughing. I'm face
palming.
Face palming.
What, face palming me?
No. I've just seen something online, and I'm like, oh.
So because I always thought if you come,
I'm not going to mention what. I'll mention it privately.
He's literally just said no pressure.
I'll mention it privately.
Is there no pressure? I always thought in space.
He found something on Pornhub.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't read that page.
Patty is leaving us. Thank you very much for joining us, Patty. Please.
Grandson is needing me.
Go
I'll jump in later.
Okie dokie. Now I always thought in space, because you watch space films and stuff like that, and there's like, did you go outside and the suit gets no air, and next thing
that's a vacuum. Yeah.
So
it's sucking the air out of because you've got air build up inside of a space station or a rocket. As soon as you open a hatch, all the air is going to flood out of the rocket, which is the vacuum of space. But there's no pressure in space.
Right. Okay.
But if you stick a bit of metal 3.5 miles below the sea, you got a lot of water above that bit of metal that's going to have to crush it.
See, these are things I don't know.
And this is an idiot explaining it to you.
That's all right. That's okay. we all have our niches. I just thought with space that the pressure it would crush, and then because I always thought, well, how do these satellites stay up there? Why is everything not just like this crushed ball of like metal just floating around? How does it work? Did he constantly have to be filled with air?
Hey, Christian, I can do a collab with you if you really want. Yeah.
Christian, don't. You'd be better collabing with me. At least I'd make you look fucking intelligent. He'll just make you look stupid.
Pretty sure any of us would make him look more intelligent than he already looks.
Yeah.
His live stream, oh man, I just couldn't get over it. Like I said before, his live stream on Sunday, I was just like, wow, this guy is just unbelievable.
Yeah, there's definitely something working inside his brain that we haven't got.
Just like his brain.
Yeah.
Like his brain.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if Christian's going to reach out to anyone and look for sponsorship.
So if I was in his position, like let's say Eric's like position in his mind goes like he will hit 100,000 by the end of the year. Fuck it, I'd be getting hold of Elon Musk or NASA and just saying, look, I've grown this channel in the last year. It's fucking amazing. Boom, do you want to come on?
I think he should.
They're going to start coming to him. I have no doubt in my mind that people are going to reach out to him in the next, if he hasn't got him already, in the next month or two, they're going to reach out to him.
It'd be worth watching, definitely.
I can't wait to see where he gets this year. I'm not even asked about my channel. I'm kind of like, I want to see where, because it's nice. I'm not going to be unless cryptocurrency starts getting mass adoption, and like it did 2 years ago when the market went up from like 100 billion to like nearly $1 trillion. I mean, we've lost like $800 billion in the market in like 12 months. Yeah. And that can easily come back in at any point or any time, and it literally it can treble that. And if something like that happens, I'm quite prepared to, that I could go to 30, 40, 50, 100k over within a week, because I've seen it happen to channels when the boom was going, and that will come back again. So it's but say I don't know. Say I can't see it happen anytime soon, but you just don't know.
It's almost like a tidal currency with like crypto, isn't it? It's like it goes out for a bit, it drifts away, and then you just get this one big wave, and it just like crashes everything else down. The main
problem lately is being scams, and I mean last year there was a few scams, and people just got burned. Some people got burned. We've had OneCoin, then we've had Bitfinex, and they were all pyramid schemes that these people are that clever that they hire like the O2 Arena out, put a massive, they spend hundreds of thousands on making it look like the next best thing. I'm not talking like salesmen coming around to your door. They will personally invite people to come to this event, where people then walk away going, if I don't invest in this, if I do invest in this time next year, I will be a millionaire. That's how they make these people feel, and it's been done 2 years on the run, and people have lost their entire incomes. They've lost their houses. They've basically gambled their whole life's earnings and the future on these one things, and they've just blown up in the faces. But it's like any sort of investing. Only invest what you can afford to lose.
Yeah. Not that you're a financial advisor.
And that's not financial advice. But I would say the Bitfinex thing. You said there was OneCoin. That was, I mean, it's happened in Australia as well with the Ozcoin. The guys who run Ozcoin, they went around Australia, and they bought basically cash machines and put loads of stickers on them saying Bitcoin machines, and they were basically telling Australians like, these. I showed you a photo of that. Yeah, like these are going. We've ordered 5,000 of them, and then it was when 60 Minutes in Australia got onto it and like, hang on, let's have a little look. Yeah. Who did they order these machines off? Got in touch with the company. How many have they ordered? And you're like, well, one. And he's like, well, hang on, they're going around Australia telling people that they've ordered thousands of them, and they're all going in next year, and people are throwing money at them because they want to be involved.
Yeah. I nearly did too.
It's crazy. I mean, I think Christina knows someone who was involved in OneCoin. I think she actually knows someone who was directly involved in OneCoin, and the guy just vanished. It's just so you take all that into consideration, and people have been massively burnt. But I say it will come back. The amount of the tech's out there, the technology's out there, and it's being used. It's just gotta come. It's just gotta come back. Who knows when? No one knows. It's like Eric and the stuff he does. It only takes. It can take, like them tiles that Eric looks at, or the wallets. I mean, it'll take one celebrity to say, "Oh yeah, I've got a wallet with a tracker on it," and one of his videos with that wallet of the tracker on it will probably end up like 3 million views overnight.
Yeah.
It's.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to wake up in the morning and go on Trevor Coin Launchpad. So we actually, you can make a cryptocurrency, and just say it's for, you can float a cryptocurrency on the market and just say it's for helping, water aid somewhere. All donations. Look at Dogecoin. We can make a Trevor Coin. That's easy. It's just you've all just got to send me.
It's worthwhile tech around it.
$5,000 if you want to just all send me it privately through I'll send you your address later on, and I'll get onto it tomorrow. Honestly, but no, it's
the Chaos Coin. Ooh, that's got a nice ring to it.
That's got a ring to it, yeah.
Probably someone's already probably started working
30-day coin sounds better though.
What?
Joseph Andrews is in there.
Buy it and then you would sell automatically after 30 days.
30 days.
Joe, I met Joe over the weekend.
You did?
I did.
What's he like? Go on, tell us. Be honest with you. Is he as much?
And his daughter.
And his daughter. Were you anywhere near boats?
No boats.
No boats. I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure I seen on Joe's Instagram he was with boats, or I could be wrong.
Oh yes. That was in Baltimore. Yep. We went to the inner harbor.
Nice.
So
it's because you're not. You're not. Because is Joe New York? Is he? Oh, I might be completely wrong.
I thought he was Pennsylvania. I thought that's where he was from.
I don't know.
I know Dan Norton's New York, isn't he? Dan Norton's based in New York.
Dan's from New York. And Needy was supposed to be there too, but he wasn't able to make it.
I have noticed that. Because I know Joe and Needy, and there's a couple of other you guys. You meet up quite regular, don't you?
Yeah.
Harrisburg. Doesn't Charlie live in Harrisburg?
Yeah, I think he does actually.
So Charlie was
so does Christian.
If he didn't have to work, he had to do something, so he couldn't make it either.
Christian lives close to there as well.
Christian's near me. He's like 45 minutes from me.
Stop it! Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Matt, I'd have been right round there to touch your spaceman balls.
Yeah, Charlie's Harrisburg as well.
I mean, I used to live by Mike, and then when I met him online, we moved up to Liverpool. just to get us
a weird dating experience.
To get as far away as I could.
Oh, wait, you actually met him in person, did you?
No, we were close to meeting in person.
I'd spent a week up at my parents' house, and Neil was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be down in Southwest Wales at this point." I was like, "Dude, if you could get down like 4 hours earlier, I'll literally come and meet you because it's on the way home." He went, "I can't do it." I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah, we went away Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we come back on the Thursday, I think it was, because we do it once it's summer. It's summer. We've got the van. We just jump in the van and go, right, come on, let's go away for a couple of days. And it was.
I thought I gave you the information.
He kept it from you, Christian. They don't like you. You're too clever for them. They didn't want. They didn't.
Got too many subscribers.
Yeah, now he's bigger than me.
Yeah.
He gets.
He doesn't want to be seen with smaller channels now.
That's what it is. I reckon that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we literally we weren't leaving until the Monday, because we both worked till like 3-4 o'clock on the Sunday, and it was like we can't get up at 9 o'clock to get to South Wales for like 2. So we didn't leave till like 12 and got there at 5. But Mike was already.
I was already home by then.
Yeah, he was on his way home, which was a bit of a kick in the teeth, really, because It'd have been nice to me because I mean, we don't live. We're close considering you look at the guys in America.
Or in Australia or things like that. It's like,
yeah.
You know, I mean, for you and me, I think it's like 400 and something miles, which doesn't seem a lot. But when it comes to the UK, it's like traveling across like fucking dirt roads. It takes so long just to get like from one side to the other.
Yeah, but the UK is so tiny.
Yeah, but if you imagine
driving it, it's ridiculous.
If you imagine driving in Los Angeles at peak traffic time, that's the UK 24/7.
It's always busy.
Yeah, you can't go on a motorway in the UK and not be sat in the traffic jam for hours.
And unless you do it like really early in the morning. I mean, when I go to my parents' house, I leave like here, the southeast. I leave here at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in Wales by like 8-9 o'clock.
It's not so bad going that way, is it? Because it's quite quiet.
No, coming back is I'll leave there at 10. I'll get back here by about 4. It takes an extra hour because the M25 is so fucking compact with traffic. It takes me an hour to get through 3 junctions.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Because I know when we go to Glastonbury, we leave.
Oh, don't worry about him, Joe. He's I think he's left for a little bit. Don't worry.
Oh, you've got me confused now. You'll have to tell me with private message.
If you go onto Nick's Discord, you'll see the name come up.
Right.
The one that we were talking to the other day. Herbert?
Yeah, that one.
Fair enough. But yeah, I know when we leave, when we go to Glastonbury, we used to leave early in the morning. We used to go at like 1-2 o'clock in the morning, and then I actually realised that leaving at 7-8 o'clock at night was easier because of the night, and plus because it's summer. You know, it's not going dark till 10 o'clock, and you go on the M6 at 9 o'clock at night, and it's quite nice. It's quiet and it's nice, but it's.
I don't mind night driving during the summer in the UK because like you'll get up at 4, so the sun is literally just coming up, and it'll as you're going away from it, it'll sort of follow you up as well.
Yeah, no, it is. We don't get much dark in the UK when it's summer.
No.
We literally, because I mean I know going into work, I'll go into work at 9-10 o'clock and it's daylight, and then when I'm coming out at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's near enough fucking daylight again. It's like,
yep,
just kind of used to it. So what was who went to the meetup when you guys met up the other day?
Yeah, we had like 20-25 people there. Nice. It was a good show.
Who was there?
We even had someone from the UK there, or from England.
Really?
That's quite the hike.
Well, it wasn't me and Neil, so we don't know anybody else.
Who was there?
Rachel Rawson was from England.
Rachel, I don't even know.
Joe, put her channel in the chat, Joe.
He's just put her up.
Okay.
You'll have to.
We had a bunch of people from Canada came down.
You'll have to get them all over to the Discords. We need to get some more fresh blood in there.
Okay.
Because we had, I think we had a couple during the other week, but it's.
She reminds me a little bit like Weird Heather.
Okay.
Weird Heather's been weirdly quiet lately.
She's been on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. She's been bending.
I've seen her
bending.
Yeah, I've seen her doing some. I've seen her doing some bending, but she's been non-existent in the Discords.
Yeah. Oh, she hasn't. I think she came onto my channel once over the last sort of month.
Yeah, she has been, which is I like Heather. Heather's.
She's probably doing her own thing.
Yeah. She's a lovely. I mean, Heather only lives like 30-40 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's like going through rush hour in Los Angeles just to get down to her.
Oh, for me, it's not so bad because we miss out the bit of Manchester. We nip across all the. You completely miss it. So. Oh well, I think we've come to the end of conversation, haven't we? Beanie's getting into relaxed mode.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my one more subscriber so I can just have that 2222. Still not there yet.
Can someone please subscribe to Beanie just to get this fucking
I'm not like Christian Reddy who gets like 1,000 subs in a day.
Right, hang on.
So someone subscribe to Beanie, please.
But then if too many people
do it,
it's just gonna roll past the 2222. It's just gonna go.
Yeah, but just Photoshop it.
Get your phone ready.
I should really just Photoshop it now, shouldn't I?
Right, you ready?
I'll add a few extra digits.
Quick, get the print screen ready. Print screen.
Done.
I'm actually screen. There it is. There it is. I was screen recording it too, so
Right, he's happy now. Let's go.
there we go. Right, like, yeah, you can bugger off. Now I'm just waiting for it to drop back down to 1 again.
All right, are we back to Nez?
Done it. Was that you? Was that you, Neil? That was good.
I'll leave it on. You've now got 22222.
Excellent.
So, right, well, we may as well. We need to get next week. We did definitely. Next week is actually my birthday, so if everyone can turn up drunk.
How old are you going to be, Neil?
I think medically 14. medically 14, but in real life numbers, it's 44.
So you're level 44. That's how I see level age.
You don't look a day over 60.
That's all right, mate. That's okay. I couldn't believe you were 40 the other week.
I thought he was older.
How old do you think I am?
You?
I'd say you're probably about the same age as me.
Oh, I'd say you're 46. No,
Look that old.
32.
I'd say 35.
He's going to shock us. Are you 40?
I'm 40.
Not bad, not bad.
I'm an old fart.
Hang on, I'm 44 next month. On next Tuesday, back away with the old fart.
You're an older fart.
I'm all right. The job keeps me young. That's all I can say.
How's that? The Airwax box.
Oh.
I was actually digging in there today. With me little telescope, I was having a look because there's actually a channel that I watch, audiologist, I think it's called, and he basically he's in South Wales and he just does that's all he does. He just goes into people's ears and he gets all the wax out, but it's fascinating to watch.
I thought you went into ASMR.
Oh, mate, it's so fascinating to watch. Just to watch the guy go into these people's ear. I mean, he pulled the other day on one of his last videos. It was 13 centimeters worth of earwax out of this guy's ears. Right, it was because he had it all laid out on the table, and it was 13 centimeters long. It was like 6 inches.
Mm.
Wow. It was like he must have pulled all that out and been like, oh, fucking hell, talk loud. Shh. It was so blocked up, but it's nice when you see them going in and digging big bits out.
Christian's going to be 50 in October.
Well, the funny thing about Christian being 50 and Joe and what's Joe? Hey, Joe, are you going to Vid Summit?
That's
he's approved as a volunteer. Oh, so I'll get in touch
as long as he gets approved.
I'll get in touch with Daryl, mate. I'll put a stop to that for you. Don't be no riff-raff there.
So as a volunteer, do you still got to pay for your hotel room? Does anyone know?
I don't think that's... Probably. I don't know, because I know the best person to talk to would be Dan Norton.
Because he did it,
Yeah, because Dan was a volunteer last year. But Joe, seriously, if you are going there, before you book any hotels... Hit me up. Yeah, hit me up because I will save you more than half on a certain brand of hotels anywhere in the world.
Have they released a hotel block with the discount? Yeah,
the discount's not worth a toss. It's like
as far as he knows, flight and hotel.
It's 10%. You get 10% discounts on your hotels. And the hotel is currently the hotel that they're in is possibly one of the dearest ones in LA, and it's like $240 a night for a basic room.
Right.
So if you take 10% off that, you see, it's coming in like $200. But the hotels that I can get discount in, I can get 60%. So 150, like a $200 room, you get them for like, $70-$80.
It's not bad.
How close is your hotel?
Literally, I think it was 2.1 mile. There is.
Okay, so-
There's a few of them. There's a few of the hotels of this chain, like around that area. You can be closer if you want, or you can be a little bit further away. I've chose to go for one that's a little bit further away, but it's a better class of their hotels.
Gotcha.
It's but it's I couldn't be, because a friend of mine, she works for them, and it was like, I just got in touch and said, look, can you get any discounts? And she's like, yeah, I'll add you to my friends and family list. If you book a hotel, you'll get my discount. And I was like, okay. So went and had a look at it. It was like $200 room, $80. That'll do me. That'll do me.
Right.
And you can book as many rooms as I like. The only problem with it is I would have to book a room for someone, and it'd be like, look, you got to send me the money first before I book the room. Whether it's just how comfortable people would feel with doing that. You know, sending some scouser, like $400 or $300, whatever it be for your 4 nights. It's just how comfortable people would feel. But it's so the discount's there. It's all ready to go. But if he's getting his flights and his hotel paid for, that's it.
Nez!
Hey, hello, it's trouble.
I gotta change your screens, guys.
Hang on, what are you doing in my room? I thought
I only have one thing to say. I've got one thing to say.
And you sound like you just come straight out of Mary Poppins, mate.
You know, I just want to say that this Professor Nez guy is an absolute tragedy. He's an absolute tragedy. But nobody. I love your backgrounds. I mean, this is insanity.
He's
Come on, Justin. Let's
so excited.
Who just manages to get people calm down.
Justin failing us.
I had to jump in here. We just got back from Dave and Buster's. And do you guys even know what Dave and Buster's in the UK? I guess for you, it's Chuck E. Cheese. You even know what that is?
We haven't even got
Chuck E. Cheese. Not Chuck E. Cheese.
The food was absolutely
Chuck E. Cheese for
atrocious.
adults.
I mean, it was kind of like, the days of dumpster diving, when you were a teenager. And I paid about $200 for a bill where and you know me, I like to eat. I have what you might call a little bit of a weight problem. I can't wait to eat. And I didn't touch a thing. It was just atrocious. How are you guys? Enough about me. How are you guys?
I don't think I've actually spoken. Have I ever actually spoken to you voice to voice before?
I don't think we have.
Voice to voice.
I'm
Alright, guys.
honored, sir. How are you?
I hate to leave this party.
Peace out, Justin.
Well, that's all right. You don't
let me spoil it.
He's not part of the Nez Nation. He hasn't got his own background.
Yeah,
he doesn't have
Justin's gone.
No, you actually, you know what? You actually, Justin, you give it a little bit of sanity. The rest of this is just utter chaos.
Can I just stop the conversation 1 minute, Eric?
No,
Can you just take your hat off again?
He hasn't got any hair.
No, hang on, just
I don't have any hair.
I know, but just observe. Right.
Awesome.
Hang on.
Wow.
Look at that. That is
What?
beautiful.
I just right.
Beautiful baldness.
This isn't the point. The point is, put the hat back on.
And he looks like Eric.
Right? No.
I know I can't hear him.
If he puts the hat back on, his head gets smaller. What? Watch. Put the hat back on, and his head gets smaller. Are you ready?
And your microphone seems to be.
How
muted
does
too.
that? What type of wizardry is that?
Magic.
How is that even possible?
Those are being bald,
That's good. So, if anyone is in the chat, can anybody notice the difference between? It's literally spot. There's one difference between the photographs in here. There's only one difference. I know what the difference is. Mike knows what the difference is.
Yep.
There is only one difference.
The little
Sorry,
thing
well,
and
I have to take a picture of this. This is like a dream come true.
apart from this bit here, right? So
Yeah.
take this bit off. It's because everything's fucking backwards. Take this bit off. What's the only one difference between all the pictures?
If
I
you
wonder
actually-
if can Nez?
Yours is completely flop-sided, as it should be, right?
No, can you notice the one difference?
Yeah, one of them is not a wanker.
Okay, He's only been in here 2 minutes and you'd insult him already.
If you look at the actual...
See, maybe this is why you've never talked face to face. If you're saying things like that, that's
yes,
terrible.
There's a very good reason for this, Beanie. There's a very good reason.
So can Nez notice the one difference between all our photos and his?
Are you actually quizzing me right now? I've got like 3 brain molecules left. It's late at night.
I can point 2 out.
Okay, what's the difference? What's the question again? Where are we? Is this Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Right. Oh wait, I spotted a third.
A photo on the table is different.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. I know what it is.
And
I've
spotted 4.
Out of all of these 4 squares, there's only one handsome devil. That's it, right?
Thanks, mate.
No, if you look at the picture frame, I got rid of your granddaughter out of the picture.
Yeah, why did you? My granddaughter.
Well, basically,
do I look that old? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hybrid. I look that old.
It looks like his
daughter.
Granddaughter. That's actually my great granddaughter.
I photoshopped her out because obviously, it didn't want to be like part of the photo sort of thing. And if you look at our photos, our actual pictures, there isn't that sandbank in the art.
Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, now I see it.
And he actually has he's got a little, it looks like a tripod thing in the little
behind his.
Oh yeah, I've got my I've got my little. I tried to because I really want to look techie and important. And there was a little. See, let me tell you guys.
So why, if you wanted to look techie and important,
there's a little bit of space here, and I felt like there was this negative space. And I said, I need to put something there. I don't know. My wife says there should be a bookshelf there.
Yeah, but you could have filled it with. You could have filled it with anything, but he brought a Zimmer frame in.
It's a little. What was that, Neil?
Is that one of them things that like the old people have when to help them walk?
No, I used to be a proctologist in my younger days, and we use that to search and destroy, as they say.
Nice.
That's fair.
Yeah, I basically stole your. I did a screen print of your stream on Sunday and just photoshopped you out, basically.
Yeah,
smart man. You cropped the worst. You cropped the worst blemish out of the whole background. That's perfect.
Photoshop can fix anything.
Yeah.
I love it. So what do we? Wait. So what do we? So wait a minute. What are we? I want to contribute something besides being an absolute hooligan. So what are we talking about, and how can I bring value?
Well, you can say good night to everyone if you want.
Say that again.
You say good night to everyone. We were.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait. Let me take the glasses off first. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful seeing you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. We're out of here.
We're gone. What have we been?
Eric, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see Beanie. I love you guys. Can I just say I love you guys? You guys rock.
Cheers, man.
You're not too bad yourself.
Who's getting a bear hug? I have one question. Who's getting a bear hug from Nez at Vid Summit?
Oh, yeah.
And a steak. You're taking us to a steak dinner, right?
Oh, did I say that? I was thinking.
I'm ready. Come and hug me.
Oh my God! Where's the star? Somebody get the star.
Oh no!
I'm ready.
Oh my God! I'm gonna wrap myself in a tarp before I hug Neil.
You have to cling wrap yourself in rubber.
Oh my God! He's taking off his clothes.
Come on, bring it in.
God, there goes my brand.
Bring it
in.
Oh dear.
It's all gone wrong very quickly.
Eric, are you going?
Maybe. I'm going to try.
Beanie, you have to come. Beanie, steak dinner on Nez. What about Christina?
I'm gonna make it happen.
Car Galaxy, you got to be there. Joseph, you got to be there. Hey, Hybrid, get on a canoe.
Fuck off, Christina. Hang on. Can I just say, Christina, go fuck yourself. He's so pale and pink. I live in England.
Yeah.
You live in this godforsaken country that fucking the sun forgot 9 months of the year, and you too will look like this milk bottle.
It's the pink submarine. Hey, Beanie, can you make it or not?
Yeah, I can make it if I put my mind to it. I'll get on my kangaroo.
That's a good answer. That's a smart answer. You know, I got to be honest with you guys. I have to be honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to all the panels, and I've seen Roberto 1,000 times, and I've seen, I get more value. Let me tell you something. I've been to Vid Summit about 3-4 years in a row. The value is definitely in the hallway, y'all. It's not in the panels. It's not in the, Gary does his thing. We've all seen Gary do his thing a million times. What the hell is going on over there, Neil?
He's taking
for the love of God. Speaking of wankers.
Jeez.
Oh,
just the brand right there.
After watching it virtually, I really wish I could go, but it's too expensive for me at the moment. And
it's not cheap. It's not cheap. When I become a speaker there, I'm going to get you there for free, Mikey. Don't worry about it.
Oh, cheers, man. Most appreciated.
But let me ask you this:
it is not. It's not cheap.
Or Beanie. I got to say something. I have met, and I think Neil will attest to this. I'm going to get deep for just 4.5 seconds.
Ooh.
I think
are we talking about Vid Summit? Because there's no way you're getting mate. if you
Eric,
think for 1 minute,
how do you handle these schlemiels? Okay, listen. No, I mean, Beanie, this is serious. Yeah. I have had some of the deepest conversations, earth-shattering. Fantastic, because creators need creators. We need that juice. We need that vibe. We need somebody weird and loose and looks at the world with a new pair of eyes. We need that stuff. Some of the greatest conversations were outside in the hallway, and it was just that's the best part of it.
Were you part of the? Did you? I can't remember. Did I see you at the in the 24-hour set vibe thing? Yeah,
Dan Norton was handling that. And yes, I did kiss my little white ass. I saw that, Neil.
I feel out of place now because I don't have the glasses.
Yeah, I don't think I had that. These glasses, here's the thing. These glasses are readers. They're not real glasses. I think Hybrid mentioned this once.
They are to make
real glasses. Smart. I'm so old, I can't see the screen. I can't read unless I put the I don't need glasses, to see.
You can't do Jimmy with yours like that. I look like I'm on the bus. Hello.
Oh my God, you guys are blind.
Oh my God.
Beanie, do you wear contacts?
Hold on, if you think that's bad.
I meant to wear glasses, but I lost my glasses a while ago. I mean, it's cool. I think it's called stigmatism or something.
Stigmatism.
I've got a.
I'm perfect.
And I've got
no lenses here.
I've got a
Eric, you're a stud. Eric looks like a linebacker for like the Patriots. Look at you, Eric.
My right eye is just completely knackered. That's why I wear glasses.
I'm just fucked. I've got glaucoma, so I'll be blind by the time I'm 50. If that's not through masturbation, it's just through life.
Do you guys think it's a bunch of BS when you see these so-called YouTubers on Twitter and they say don't worry about views or don't worry about subscribers? Do you think that's just a bunch of BS, or do they really mean that?
No, I think I see Roberto doing it all the time, and I don't believe a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe most of them believe that, but the more business orientated you are, that you can say that you don't care about views and subscribers, so you can so you don't look like you're shilling yourself. But on the same token, if you're running a business, you got to believe in the whole views and all that matter.
Well, when you get to that certain height on YouTube, it doesn't really matter what you've got because you're guaranteed something basically.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely don't care. Like the 2222 was a fun little flex, but otherwise, it doesn't bother me.
But there was also a time when you just had two.
Yeah.
Every single YouTuber out there, everyone has started off with, like I said before, none, and that point between 0 and 50,000 or 100,000, you were probably like, views, need subs, need subs, and then you get to the point where it's like, well, you don't need views and subs because it's like, well, if everyone stopped watching your channel tomorrow and everybody unsubscribed, would you feel the same way? Because they'd be going absolutely batshit crazy if that happened.
Yes,
they would.
Mind you,
I'd be just carrying on.
To be fair,
DH is in the house. Good to see you, DH.
TH. What's up, Doug?
I call Doug Houston DH.
Ah, okay. I must be. Really
I think for me,
30-day reviews actually does a really cool thing. 30-day review says that's like saying you don't care how many people come into your storefront shop. I want to say this, Neil. And Beanie. I mean, you guys are very intelligent dudes. Everybody here right now and in the chat, I love. I mentioned this on the last live stream. I truly do get upset when I'm tired at 2-3 in the morning and I still have editing to do. And I'm not upset about the work I have to do. I'm upset that I actually can't keep my eyes open. I think that because I have money coming in other sources,
what the hell?
Yes, I've monetized a lot of my content. I don't let that kind of burden weigh me down in my creative process and what I do and how much output I produce. But I would be a lying SOB if I said, hey guys, don't worry about views. Don't worry about subs. Just keep plugging, baby. Like, okay, yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. However, we want to grow. Everybody wants to grow. Sometimes I just feel it comes across as very false modesty or false kind of sense of humility. And I think I get the intention, but you guys are all creators. I want to get your vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think for me, I've always done this for fun. And yes, I earn money from this, both on the advertise YouTube, revenue and affiliates. But I think that number does matter. Your subscriber count does matter, because the more subscribers that you have is going to get you more opportunities. More companies are going to see you or are going to want to make you an offer. And that's kind of why I want to get to 10,000, because once I'm at 10,000, I'm hoping that more doors will open up. So
my friend hit 100,000 subscribers end of last year. He's now financially, he now does this as a full-time job.
Hey Nez, are you saying the same thing I'm saying?
What's that?
Sorry to interrupt. It's weird. Doug Houston for me in my chat had RPM Nexus's icon.
No, it's not on mine.
I wondered what you were looking at.
That's weird.
It's just you, Beanie.
No,
I've noticed some lay off the mushrooms, will you?
I gotta send a screenshot of this one because
But yeah, my mate, he hit 100,000 subscribers end of last year. He's got his play button pinned to his wall now. He took that photo on Facebook. He's now financially enough that he earns enough money from doing YouTube, Patreon, and a few bits and pieces outside that he doesn't have to have a job anymore. This is his job. His Patreon brings just over £900 a month into his account, which basically pays his bills. His YouTube account basically pays out for his expenditure and all the other stuff he does, and his sponsors and bits and pieces he does outside of YouTube literally pay his way. I mean, he's got his name on a beer can in this country. Nice. He's now basically a beer. You can go and buy a Slope Game Room beer, and it feeds him money from the brewery that do it.
I mean, I want everybody on the planet. I want 7.7 billion subscribers, but I'm not stupid, and I don't have any delusions of grandeur. But yeah, I want every single soul on earth. I truly have that audacity that I think I have something valid to say. Now, having said that, I do absolutely fall in love with just the fact that I can juxtapose images. I can put music to it. I can go live and talk to my friends. And the process is my heaven. It is my heaven. So I think I have perspective, but I'm hungry like the wolf, man. I'm hungry. I want it all. And it's an interesting conundrum. It's an interesting balance. I would never give that kind of false, screw views, screw subscribers. You don't need to, you're worrying about I hear this a lot, especially on Twitter with so-called, and I'm not here to judge anybody. I think everybody's doing the best they can. Nobody's trying to be slick, in the sense that they're intentionally trying to demean or intentionally trying to do X, Y, or Z. But I want the whole world. I want everybody.
Yeah. So that's why I mentioned to you on your stream about doing a series of building people's character.
Yeah,
because I think with that, because of the way that you bring yourself across on your videos and your live streams, you've got the energy to push it. Because that's why we all tune in every Sunday to listen to you talk about whatever you're going to go on about. But you've got that character where you're talking to a person, and even just talking to a camera, you're directly talking to that person. With that voice, talking to that person means you can push people, and you can get them into a right state of mind. And I think maybe from that, your channel would it would push that sort of content. You'd be able to actually talk to these people face to face.
I love the way you said that. And actually, Beanie, I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
And Neil, I think Neil and I have talked about this. Hybrid, I haven't talked to you much about this. And Eric, I'm so happy to have you face to face. Beanie, do you think that your audience should dictate your content, or do you think your content should complement your audience, but it needs to come from a place where you feel comfortable first?
I think half.
Okay.
Because a lot of what I do, like just using my channel as an example, my Indo Venom was for the subscribers because they were asking for that. And then there's other stuff like 6 Foot Turkey that I did, and some that I am like some. It's a very small portion of people who ask for particular videos, but I'll sometimes do video for them. And then a lot of the times I'll just be like, you know what, I feel like drawing this, I'm going to draw and put it up there. And how I like to think of it is that people's like half the reason why people subscribe to me is because they want to see what I'm doing. That's why they join up. Like they can request something, but they request stuff that they like seeing me do anyway.
Yeah, and I'm the same. I think I've done two videos that people have actually asked me to, like, you put in the comments and someone's gone, can you take a look at this coin or this token? And people ask, and they do ask, but if I take a look at something or I look into a coin or token, I think that's shit. It's not even worth me doing a video on it. It's going nowhere. It's nothing spectacular. Then I'll make the ultimate decision. But if it's, sometimes people point things out to me and you go, okay, because there's that many cryptos out there, it's hard to keep track on all of them, but people will give you an idea. They can kind of point you in a direction, and if it's worth doing, I'll do it. But I won't do it for that subscriber. I might say, this has been asked. One of the subscribers asked to do a video on this, but if it's not worth me doing it, I wouldn't do it. I'll just be like, no, go fuck off.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but just in a like, no, you've come to my channel. It's like walking into walking into a shop and going, well, you should stock this. I'm not coming back in here if you don't stock this type of cola. So we'll go somewhere else then.
That's the way I sort of run mine. I just started off by doing gaming reviews, which is something I like to put my opinion to what I enjoy. People started taking notice, people subscribed, and then occasionally I dabble in making content for specific games. And that is because that's something I enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, you're probably going to unsubscribe. The reason why I do the live streams is then I've got that interaction with the people who are subscribed. So if they've joined me on a live stream, they know that every day between a certain time I'm going to be live. If they want to come and have a chat, I'm not afraid to just talk to them instead of just playing a game. So I sort of split my audience, yes, but I have that integration where I can actually talk to people, and I don't really care what happens on the screen as long as I'm talking to somebody that enjoys being part of that stream.
Yeah, and on Neil's token, generally if someone asks, like I never say no to requests. If I know I'm never going to do a video on that, if someone goes, "Oh, can you draw this?" that I've got no interest in and no one else has interest in, I'll just simply go, "Oh, thanks for the suggestion. I'll have a look into that one."
Yeah, and
then leave it at that.
I'm always open to suggestions, but like most of my content, it's planned out way in advance. Because I'm working with companies or they're sending me products, so I kind of know what my schedule is, even though I might skip weeks here and there, but I know what the next video is. And I'm working on videos, 4, 5, 6 weeks out, so unless someone gives me a suggestion, I'm going to follow my schedule.
I was going to say that. How far ahead are you? I mean, we all heard about Nick saying he's got 3 months worth of videos stockpiled just in case the world comes to an end tomorrow.
So normally I'm 4, 5, 6 videos, which means 4, 5, 6 weeks out. Lately, I've been dealing with some personal issues, which I've told you about, or I briefly talked about.
You mentioned,
yeah.
Right, I mentioned.
Is this the sex change?
So, yes. you were not supposed to tell anyone.
Sorry.
Are you going to be cutting the cruise part 2?
So I'm kind of delayed right now, but I'm usually working, a bunch of different videos all at different times.
Sorry, I just made Neil just die on microphone.
Terrible. See, now it's not going to surprise you in any way, shape, or form that my video that I've got coming out tomorrow, I don't even know what it is yet. And I literally I've not even looked at the market to decide what I'm going to do a video on. I have not decided on Wednesdays. For me, is I know I put a video on a Wednesday, but I don't generally start looking at it unless it's, I've got a couple of ideas written down in my trusty modern day family man notebook, but I'm not as organized as you guys.
I'm the same way, Neil. I'm the same way. I love. It's interesting. Like, a lot of people have a content calendar and they've got videos planned for the whole month. I love to keep it fresh and spontaneous, and I stick to what I feel like I can bring to the table and what encapsulates me and what I do. And I don't try to talk about things that I have zero, understanding for, or I haven't done any research on it or anything like that. And, mindset and messaging, that's my whole gig. And I like to keep it fresh and spontaneous, and, it just happens. It's really, I know that sounds crazy. It's the worst advice ever, but it just happens. If you're a creator, if you show up to work, she's a very, very elusive mistress, inspiration. But if you show up, you can't wait for inspiration. If you show up, the more you show up, she's there. It'll happen.
I wing it.
I can't do too many pre-planned stuff. It gets very stale to me. So I'm with you, Neil. I'm not organized at all, and I publish content every single week.
I pretty much wing my channel depending on what comes out.
Yeah, I find that whole inspiration comes when she wants to come. Sometimes she comes when I don't want her to come. I'm just like, okay, I had this plan, and I suddenly got this idea that overtakes the plan. I'm like,
I had that happen to me with a girl in a car once.
What did you say, Neil?
You don't want to know. No,
I
you do.
said that. I had that happen to me with a girl in a car once. It was over very quick. I didn't expect it to happen, but she did come very. I wasn't expecting it. Sorry, Beanie.
See, unfortunately, Nez, now you're part of this chat. This is the sort of shit that happens.
Yeah,
I love it. I freaking love it. When you guys roast me, I feel honored. Like, you guys don't understand. My favorite comedian of all time is Don Rickles. Of all time, he's like my hero. My big dream was for him to say, "Nez, you're an ugly fat fuck." Like, that would have been my dream come true. Like, for him to roast me would have been. Oh, are we going to get cop? Are we going to get struck? Should I watch my language?
Don't worry about the language, man.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah, there's no fucking swearing on this bastard channel.
How unprofessional, Nez.
All I can say is I hope that none of my regular subscribers finds this channel. I love it. I think it's a form of flattery. I think this, Neil will send me funny ass messages all the time, and I just crack the hell up because I'm a big believer. If you take yourself seriously, you're in a lot of trouble in this life. Yeah,
you really have to be loose. You've got to be flexible.
When you look like this, you never take yourself seriously.
Say that again?
I said, when you look like this, you don't take yourself seriously.
I mean, Beanie's you just said,
mate. You'd be surprised.
Beanie's just said then that he hopes none of his regular subscribers find the channel.
I am a regular subscriber.
But on that, talking about that, it's like, if they did find this channel, would that then make you shit at drawing? Because it wouldn't. You'd still be good. You'd still be good at drawing, but you just know that you had a bit of a fucking sense of humor.
Yeah. And it's more the parents that they let the kids watch it and they go, oh, this is Beanie on this other channel. Let's check this. Oh, I don't know if I want my kids watching this anymore.
It's a bit of banter. I mean, no one's doing the windmill live on stream and not like that. It's a bit of banter. It's a little bit of bad language.
There's only one showing the star.
If we can pull Patty Broussard into the channel to show us, to show us a big implement and how she blows it, then I think we're all safe.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good 10 minutes.
Okay, guys, I have to bail.
We're disappearing as well, man.
Yeah, we
were just
going before you.
want to say, if I may, really quickly, it's an honor. What you guys have done with the backgrounds is a complete honor. I mean, I love it. I'm just so blessed,
Awesome.
and I'm so humbled by that. And Neil and everybody, what you're doing with Creator Chaos, this is to me something of a little bit of a movement. And I hate to be like revolutionary kind of vernacular or language, but I truly do feel that this is a badass group of creators. And the fact that you guys have let me be a part of that is just really, really, I'm very, very appreciative of that. So
it's kind of like just getting the. It's one of them for me. This is one of them streams for, you know, I'm not really asked who comes in the chat. You know what I mean? But it's nice to see, you know, Patty's in there, Christina's now in there, Joe's in there, you know,
Car Galaxy,
Car Galaxy's in there,
Joseph Andrews,
you know, Justin's in there. We had Dusty Porter in there before. Loads of creators pop in and say hello. You know, Needy was in there, and it's like, get on the Discord. I'll send you the link over. You know, and it's literally we're not causing anyone any problems. Yeah, we might, you know, swear a little bit, but it's 9 times out of 10, you know, there's been the odd time when something good has come out of the stream. You know, someone's come up with an idea, or we've gone, oh yeah, that's you know, and it's.
Wait a minute. Can I say something? I want to say something though, Neil, to just compound that. I think the silly stuff, I think the off-track stuff, I think the divergent stuff, the deviation is necessary too. It's good training. I think all of that is good. I think the moments can only come to fruition with that contrast. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah. You've got to have a little bit of. There's got to be, like I always say, life's far too fucking serious. It's far too short to be taken serious. And it is.
I mean, I think if I started off every live stream with, I'm going to do my Nez deep voice, and I'm going to look in your eyes, and I'm going to say, it's time to get serious, right? Like
I wish you'd fucking end. I wish you'd end the live stream when you say.
Like that stuff is so natural for me. Like when Hybrid did it on his stream, Hybrid just went impromptu and did an impression of Nez, and it was effing brilliant. And I was laughing so hard. My wife said, "Shut up! The kids are trying to sleep." like my wife yelled at me. She's like, "Why are you laughing so loud? The kids are trying to sleep."
Mike, take your glasses off again.
That stuff is this thing right here. This thing is so natural to me. There's nothing premeditated about that.
See, what
it only happen if I'm really loose. The serious
Mike, take your hat.
Breathes inside the.
See now, hang on. Just baby can we just stop for a minute, Mike? Mike's got his glasses off, right?
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Bro. No, but you just happen to look like Mole off Wind in the Willows with your glasses off, right? Now, Eric with his hat on, with his hat off, looks like a bald Prince William. He does look like Prince William.
Or bald is best.
Is it Harry? Which?
I'm getting there.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Beanie. Nice.
Harry's the one.
I can show you too. I think I'm getting there as well. It's happening to everybody.
Oh, dude,
You know, my hairline used to be here, Neil. My hairline used to be right here. It's gone.
Can I just say I was doing a little bit of Facebook stalking today.
Why the hell were you doing that?
It was the odd time that I was.
Okay, I gotta put my kids to sleep.
And before you're doing this,
euthanasia. I gotta help them go to sleep.
Nez, before you go,
that sounded really bad. If Mike was here, or no, Charlie. If Charlie was here,
Charlie was.
Oh my God! You see how good looking that guy was?
Nez, before you go, I want to give you some Nez ASMR.
That's about 100 pounds ago too.
Professor Nez.
Man, I was such a good-looking dude. My wife is 1,000,000 times better looking than me now. It's so sad.
Oh, dude, you got a good. You done well there.
She's a gorgeous knockout. She's a 15. She's not a 10. She's a 15.
How old?
And here's
is
the
she?
thing. She's a bit smarter than me too. Like not just a little.
Just make it an 18.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's like so smart, so into her looks don't even compare to her intellect. I hit the jackpot. I know I did.
So she's smart.
She's smart. What the hell is she doing with me?
Well, that's what I'm saying. She can't be that smart.
I have no idea. People think that I put Quaaludes in the champagne. People think that I kidnapped her for the wedding. I don't blame them.
Right, well, I think that is again. We were ending it before Nez popped in, and then it just, as Christina likes to say, went down the rabbit hole because I know she hates that word.
Nez, you're gonna have you're gonna have to come on earlier next time, man.
I will. I definitely need to. I love you guys. You guys inspire me so much, man. Seriously, I love it. I love this group.
So before I cut the stream off, I'm gonna say cheerio for now.
Cheerio for now.
Adios, amigos.
Thank you, guys.
Goodbye to every single one of you out there, and don't forget to smash the smash button.